ages past, the cold has been a silent keeper of secrets, wrapping history in layers of ice. Tonight we embark on a journey to places where time stands still and whispers of the past echo through frozen corridors. Beneath these ancient frozen vaults lies the enigmatic tapestry of life, waiting to be unraveled. Here, a 5,300-year-old murder victim lies entwined with pristine tools and silent tattoos. There, the noble visage of a lion cub, forever trapped in an extinct era. Yet, as the ice melts, it releases not only stories, but mysteries that challenge our very understanding of life and time. Let us delve into these icy archives, where each discovery is a testament to the resilience of the past and the haunting allure of what remains veiled beneath. Embark with me now as we traverse the tranquil corridors of time, uncovering the serene yet profound mysteries embedded in a figure lost to the ages. A sentinel of the ancient world, Ötzi the Iceman, whose quiet repose has spanned more than 5,000 years. Nestled within the icy embrace of the Alps, Ötzi dwelled in silence until serendipity lifted the veil of snow one September day in 1991, revealing him anew to eyes unprepared for the breadth of wonder they were to witness. At first, he seemed a mere climber, lost to the whims of nature. But as the whispers of time unraveled, he stood as a portal to Europe's late Neolithic epoch, preserved with a grandeur that defied the ages. His body was a storybook etched in flesh, waiting to unfold its narrative to those who paused to listen with reverent curiosity. Under the scrutiny of modern exploration, his well-preserved visage became a keystone for students and scholars alike, each eager to partake in insights long sealed by winter's frost. Woven into his very essence was the harmony of his preservation, the pristine state that bespeaks nature's solemn craft. The cold, the snow's gentle caress, the timeless breath of alpine winds, these guardians bound him in an eternal pact of stillness, which safeguarded everything from the bristle of his skin to the inked lines charting silent tales upon his back. Through these marks, tattooed upon him with deliberate care, one glimpses a connection to knowledge obscured by the passage of centuries, revealing whispers of rites or therapies beyond our current understanding. Indeed, a world rests beneath each marking, resonating with the vibrations of life that once flowed robustly through his veins. Within those swirling motifs lies the question of whether they were a map to healing or keys to spiritual ingress, a dance of lines that echoes through today's knowledge of acupuncture and holistic traditions. These symbols extend an invitation to see not only the body, but the spirit entwined, a thread binding past wisdom to present seekers. Nearby, guardians clad in ice stood Ötzi's tools. Elegant in their utilitarian simplicity, they carried the aura of an age teetering on the cusp of metal's dominion over stone. His copper axe, its edge honed and glinting with a promise of innovation, speaks of transition and the rise of metallurgy. It is both relic and revelation, a testament to craftsmanship and the social fabric woven anew by such metallurgical artistry. With its discovery, a voice whispered of networks once thought unfathomable, a web spun by trade that wove distant cultures closer into the tapestry of shared human journey. Linked to this axe are echoes of a life connected by more than mere survival. Every arrow and knife, every carefully fashioned tool, sings of community and craft, hinting at skills handed down through generations, anchored in tradition, yet forever searching for evolution's gentle hand. There is an intimacy within these relics that extends to the garments Ötzi wore, each piece infused with the spirit of adaptation and dwelling. A cloak of grasses, shoes of finely stitched leather, all proclaiming a wisdom derived from nature's bountiful yet challenging embrace. The artistry of his clothing unfolds another chapter, storied and rich, sewn together by the very landscapes that defined his existence. It is a tactile testament to resourcefulness, weaved by hands that understood the rhythms of the world they inhabited. Within the threads of his cap and seams of his attire lies a whisper of societal cadence, echoed by the play of sunlight over mountain crests and the lullabies of windswept canopies. From what he wore to what he ate, Ötzi bore witness to a menu crafted by necessity and the harmony of the seasons. His last meal, preserved like a poem within him, spoke of ibex and grains, an orchestration of sustenance performed under the watchful eyes of the alpine expanse. Food was not just survival, but a ritual, a communal dance with nature providing both bounty and challenge, inviting a depth of reverence for every meal gathered, shared, and consumed. These offerings of the earth, documented by analysis across Ötzi's remains, lend insight into the hidden whispers of his health, a dialogue between disease and remedy that transcends the ages. In a marbled array of ancient strains and aches, the echoes of arthritis and gastric malady, evidence unveils a life of endurance, punctuated by the use of herbs and fungi that contributed to a primitive yet profound understanding of healing. There, too, we find a bridge through time, as similarities between his microbiota and ours speak of a shared lineage, an unbroken chain through which ancestral wisdom echoes. Still, the tapestry of his existence intertwines with mysteries profound, none more enduring than his demise, etched in the stark landscape of a pass where time itself hesitated. The scene painted by forensic artistry speaks of an encounter filled with shadows, an arrow-lodged shoulder, the turbulence of conflict now soothed into stillness. Yet, as theories radiate outward to meet the inquiring gaze, the truth remains elusive, casting reflections on humanity's perennial dance with mortality, mystery, and the stories that bind us together. As Ötzi rests, an emissary from a time where the world was both wider and closer, he remembers for us the bridges forged by trade and exchange. His artifacts guide us along paths where energies, ideas, and aspirations traversed mountains and valleys, sculpting the contours of society and shaping futures yet dreamed of in silent reveries. These threads of interconnectedness, running through the past like gold through stone, illustrate how the footsteps of one man could leave trails that tell tales of collective spirit and adventure. Thus, we sense the movements of Ötzi's life not merely as a solitary wanderer, but as a soul woven into the living patterns of land, sky, and shadow. With each exploration into soil and isotope, a narrative emerges that dances between highland and low, echoes of a life cycle governed by season and star, the primal governance of nature and humanity threshed together. As we stand now, peering into the horizons of the past through the aperture Ötzi crafted, we find ourselves reflected in his journey, a shared odyssey tracing the outlines of our beginnings. In closing, Ötzi remains not merely a monument to life long past, but a conduit, a conversation across time, an ancestor speaking to heritage. He resides within a moment poised, a crucible of discovery and introspection that extends its gentle grace to those willing to pause and listen. This spirit, that one can touch the ancient dreams, aspirations, and wisdom of our forebears, is embedded within the eternal dialogue between humanity and its unfolding selves. With Otzi, we find not an end, but an invitation to continue the dance of discovery, to remain ever curious, mindful, and embrace the journey beyond horizons yet seen. In the desolate expanses of Siberia, where the tundra stretches to whisper its cold secrets, a discovery emerged from the ice. A pair of ancient Siberian steppe lion cubs. For thousands of years, these cubs lay entombed beneath the frozen earth of Yakutia, a realm sculpted by nature's relentless embrace of frost. Their manifestation was more than an archaeological find. It was an unspoken bridge between epochs, opening a portal to the Pleistocene, a time when these majestic predators roamed the grasslands. These cubs, with their matted fur preserved and whiskers intact, emerged as if cradled by nature's icy hands, where time itself had become captive to the chill of eternity. Each strand of their fur, each hollow whisper of their silent voices, seemed to narrate undisclosed myths of survival, courage, and inevitable extinction. They stood as reminders of the Earth's vast, enigmatic history, full of life unfurling its own destiny against the shifting tides of climate and time. Scientists across the globe watched in awe as these creatures stood poised at the frontier of genetic revival. The prospect of resurrecting an extinct species was no longer a dream confined to the realms of fiction. Yet the prospect raised more questions than answers, prompting an exploration of ethical ponderings as deep and complex as the frost-bound landscape itself. If resurrected, these lions would not simply be creatures of biology and science, but symphonic reminders of nature's inherent balance and fragility. The modern world could barely claim to understand the ecosystem that had once sustained these grand predators, and so scientists approached their study with reverence. The task was not merely to bring back a species, but to gain insight into the climatic shifts and ecological dimensions that once sculpted their existence. This mission was as much about humility before nature as it was about the bold strides of innovation, a dance between human curiosity and the eternal mystery of the wild. The Siberian permafrost, acting as an unwavering protector, had maintained these cubs in a pristine state. The frozen ground served as a time capsule, preserving not just organic life, but echoes of ancient climates as well. Here, in this natural archive, each artifact and fossilized creature was akin to a verse penned in nature's oldest manuscript. For scientists, these findings provided invaluable glimpses into climatic epochs, long vanished, and ignited curiosity about possible futures, yet unwritten. The ongoing efforts to decode the DNA of these ancient lions invited geneticists into an uncharted domain. Embedded within their cells lay narratives waiting to be read, a genetic script not just tracing their lineage, but also offering insights into the interconnected web of life that existed in the vast plains and forests of their time. The unraveling of this genetic tapestry offered not merely a path backward in time, but also the potential to inform contemporary efforts in biodiversity conservation. The heritage of the Siberian steppe lion represents the might and grace of nature's architecture during the Ice Age. Larger and more robust than their contemporary African counterparts, these creatures dominated their habitats with a regal presence, weaving into the very fabric of the Pleistocene landscape. Their form, their prowess, embodied an era where life adapted to the unyielding pulse of the natural world, a world now beneath layers of ice and millennia of change. The fall of the steppe lion was as momentous as their reign. With climate changes that altered the availability of prey and the stealthy advance of human populations, a newcomer to the landscape, the lions faced unprecedented challenges. This narrative weaves a critical story about the relationship between humans and the megafauna they lived alongside. It calls upon us to reflect on the cascading effects of climate shifts and human expansion on the Earth's biodiversity through time. Beyond the cubs themselves, the permafrost has given forth artifacts, those silent witnesses to the lives and societies that once thrived before the ice descended. These relics offer a passage into the creativity and innovation of prehistoric peoples, shedding light on their lives, their tools, and their interactions with this magnificent predator. They invite a deeper, more reflective understanding of our own development and our enduring place within the grand tapestry of life. The tale of these lions and the climate they navigated offers a lesson echoing across time. It is a reminder of Earth's inherent volatility and the fluidity of its ecological and climatic boundaries. Just as their era was punctuated by cycles of ice and thaw, so too is ours. A cyclical narrative that urges humanity to reflect and learn. The frozen remains of these lions serve as both history and harbinger, underscoring our responsibility to innovate and adapt amid today's environmental challenges. As our gaze casts back to the ancient landscapes these lions once roamed, we imagine endless grasslands traversed by herds, forests fostering diverse life, and the perpetual dance of predator and prey. This primeval setting, alive only in the whisper of the winds against icy brushes, now resides within the preserved frame of these cubs. Each study, each excavation, resurrects not just creatures but landscapes, breathing narratives of an interconnected biosphere. The ancient veins of Earth transposed upon our own. Within the tapestry of myth and culture, lions have left indelible imprints, symbolizing power and sovereignty across civilizations. Their presence transcends time, weaving stories that narrate humanity's quest to understand and emulate the natural world. In the legends and oral traditions of Siberian cultures, lions epitomize a connection with the divine and the earthly, granting wisdom through their ethereal form, a testament to their continued inspirational legacy. Peering beyond their physicality, these lions tell of early human interactions, a story mingled with awe, competition, and reverence. In the shadow of these mighty predators, early humans faced a complex dance with nature. Archaeological evidence unravels shared habitats, interventions of survival, and a profound respect entangled within predator-prey interactions. It is a story not defined by dominance, but by an enduring kinship, a remembrance of shared ancestry etched into the land. The embrace of permafrost gifted these cubs with an enduring state of preservation, a final testament to the extremes they once thrived in. Their physiology, perfectly intact, offers keys to understanding adaptation in some of the harshest climatic conditions. This silent testament challenges scientists to learn from the resilience and fortitude encoded in their very beings, lessons which reverberate as we seek to adapt to a rapidly changing climate ourselves. Excavating these lions from the frozen soil required both patience and meticulous precision, a solemn choreography between human endeavors and nature's secrets. Each tool wielded in exploration was a brush, revealing silent wonders of a world long past, yet never far removed from our own. In every uncovered fragment, a dialogue between the ages unfolded, a testament not only preserved in ice, but in every heart that gazed upon it with wonder and humility. Cocooned within their frost-bound slumber, a cryptic narrative of behavior and habitat unfolds. These cues speak softly of their lives, their societal structures, their responses to the Pleistocene habitat. Each discovery invites speculation, each element an echo of instincts encoded by nature's hand, a poignant reminder of life's continuity and the enduring spirit that binds all living beings. The permafrost, a forbidding yet tender curator, holds further secrets waiting to be unveiled. Each find within the Siberian lands opens a chapter in Earth's ancient library, guiding scientists as they knit together parts of a vast, interconnected story. The paths forward, though grounded in science, echo with mystery, as endless discoveries hold the promise of unveiling more intricate tapestries of existence. These cubs stand as luminous reminders of biological and planetary interdependence, demonstrating the interwoven genealogies that unite different biospheres across time. The permafrost, in its cyclical embrace, connects our era with the epoch's past, a silent song of continuity under ice. Recognizing these bonds elevates our appreciation of life itself and its continuous journey through time, adorned always with the potential for renewal and reflection. The ice whispers a testament to Earth's climatic history. Each stratified layer, a journal chronicling the harmony and discord of life's struggle through millennia. The lion's time capsule bears witness to these fluctuations, resonating with the rhythmic cadence of nature's enduring dance, a symphony that harmonizes the past with the present, urging us to consider the legacy we shape today. Nature's artistry is encapsulated within each fragile detail, preserved beneath the frozen mantle. The magnificence of the cubs lies not simply in their discovery, but in their immaculate preservation, a living sculpture formed by nature's hand. They stand as reminders of the sublime, a call to observe the natural world's artistry in all its forms and its unyielding patience against the ceaseless passage of time. The reemergence of these lions from the permafrost is a philosophical invitation, a gentle nudge to ponder the mysteries woven into Earth's very fabric. Beyond the science lies a more profound expression of continuity and grace, a spiritual dialogue where ancient echoes meet with today's curiosity, inviting reflection on existence itself. Through these relics, humanity encounters an ancient introspection that transcends the frozen soil, touching the gossamer threads of time. As the icy realms yield these fragments of an ancient past, we are guided by whispers through time, reclaiming echoes long shadowed by the weight of forgotten ages. These silent witnesses kindle an understanding not just of what was, but of all that continues unspoken, inviting us to cherish and honor both the stories told and those that remain to be heard. In the grand unfolding of life's poetic and cyclical journey, we are but stewards and storytellers upon a stage etched in the frost of time. In the silent embrace of the Earth's polar regions, where time seems to stand still, the warming breath of climate change inexorably melts the ice that has been shielding ancient secrets for millennia. As these frozen vaults slowly give way, they reveal remnants of a bygone world, encapsulating the echoes of past life forms, both mysterious and unseen. Among these entities are ancient viruses, awakening from their slumber, whispering stories of epochs long past as the relentless march of warming trends allows them to surface once more. Within the permafrost, where time is tethered to an eternal cold, these viral vestiges stand as peculiar sentinels of ancient biospheres, their existence intertwined with the epochs that saw their rise and stasis. Researchers, driven by curiosity tempered with caution, brave these frosty expanses not just to uncover Earth's history, but to face the enigmatic and potentially perilous secrets nested within these icy mantles. This voyage into the crystalline world of ice and secrets is akin to unsealing a Pandora's box, where the truth therein holds both promise and potential peril for modern ecosystems and human health. With their simplicity and steadfastness, viruses embody life's enduring resilience. The French explorers in this viral wilderness have achieved the remarkable feat of reanimating a 48,500-year-old virus locked away within the Siberian permafrost. This endeavor shines a light on the remarkable journey viruses have undertaken over eons, enduring while myriad other forms of life have come and gone. Although the revived virus in its ancient form is benign to us, stirring only amoebas, it raises poignant questions about the other hidden inhabitants of permafrost awaiting liberation. Each scientific breakthrough teeters on the delicate edge between curiosity and caution, as each discovery weaves new threads into Earth's complex frozen tableau. These revelations compel us to ponder life's tenacity. Viruses, with their dormant perseverance, exemplify survival against the odds. In the unchanging cold of the permafrost, they lie in wait, timeless. These ancient entities are not like cellular life, which ebbs and flows with the sun's gaze. Instead, they persist in stasis, ready to awaken when the cosmos calls them forth again. As scientists decipher these silent strands, they offer us a window into bygone times. They challenge modern understanding, urging us to look deeper into the intertwining paths life has taken over eons. The diligent study of these relics from the deep freeze extends to how they once shaped and were shaped by their environments, giving voice to the silence of eras when humans did not walk the land. From these studies, a narrative emerges, revealing the co-evolution of viruses and their hosts in a world that is no longer. Such investigations illuminate how viral entities have long tugged at the strings of biological evolution, initiating cascades of change that ripple across to the present day. This is not merely scientific inquiry. It is a journey across spans of time, where insights gleaned offer wisdom for preparing us for future ecological shifts. An understanding our rapidly transforming biosphere desperately requires. To evoke the sleeping strains of ancient viruses demands meticulous care, a reverence for the sanctity of life and structure. In carefully orchestrated, controlled settings, scientists mimic the thawing ice, coaxing ancient life back from frozen dreams into the world of now. This enterprise is bound by stringent safety protocols, as these resurrected entities dance only within the confines of secured environments. Here, within these guarded halls, where technology meets ancient history, genetic secrets unravel without fear of spreading shadows, gathering insights as to the genetic pathways that have borne witness to the evolution of viruses over millennia. Each genomic revelation expands our horizons, potentially unlocking clues to antiviral medicines or inoculations that stand ready to meet tomorrow's maladies. Yet, as scholars of life's hidden words chip away at these resilient codes, each ancient virus reveals more than a biological signature. They stand as time capsules, vibrant with the genetic and ecological nuances of times forgotten, casting glimpses onto the stages through which life has paraded. Embedded in their genome is a constellation of connections, past relationships with hosts, niches once occupied, climates endured. These are artifacts, not just of biology, but of environment, speaking of symbiotic tales written in the tapestry of an Earth forever in flux. Such studies return layered narratives that enrich our understanding of Earth's climatic soul and prepare us for challenges that loom on the horizons of our warming world. Awakening viruses brings forth ethical contemplations, a balancing act between the calls of discovery and the whispers of caution. The wielding of such power demands international dialogue and considered guidelines, formed under the lantern glow of scientific progress' watchful eye. Engaging with the wider public in these discussions fortifies trust, building foundations upon which explorative yet careful engagement with these ancient wonders can be constructed. There's a delicate tightrope spun between what is known and what must remain secure. This balance ensures that our gaze, curious as it may be, does not unknowingly release furtive threats upon the present world we call home. Despite popular apprehension, it's important to note that the genetic revelations offered by these virus ancestors extend potent grace to modern biomedicine. As scientists decode ancient viral genomes, they discover evolutionary tales hidden within, showing how life's dance through time has wielded viruses as both foe and companion, shaping the genetic landscape of today. These lessons illuminate paths for tomorrow's medical disciplines, antiviral strategies informed by wisdom held by ancient blueprints. By unearthing the viral past, we bridge gaps in knowledge, crafting tools to maneuver within a world where emerging viruses beckon. The dynamics of a warming Earth, an undeniable force of nature altering the stage upon which life performs, bear directly upon the tapestry of viral reawakening. As permafrost retreats before the sun's warming breath, long-frozen secrets are uncovered, casting possible shadows of disruption across modern ecosystems. This clarity impels urgent action to curb rising mercury in our thermometers, to limit the surreptitious invitation to these ancient echoes to step yet again into the flesh of our world. By understanding the role climate plays in unveiling these viral enigmas, our actions today become guided by the specters of past, hewn into plans for tomorrows less fraught with unease. Tales of these viruses remind us of the broader spectrum of microbial life, drifting through the centuries and solidified within glacial cocoons. From here emerge legacies of microbial encounters, illuminating how life composes complexity even in realms bereft of warmth. These communities, united even through the freeze of ages, extend insights into life's durability, marking evolutionary adaptations etched upon their continuous symphonic existence. As we tease apart the records enshrined in ice, we unravel histories, how these ecosystems, though ancient, resonate with those still forming under our feet, serving as tutors instructing us on resilience as we pursue conservation in the face of climatic uncertainty. The impact of ancient viral codes on modern medicine is as profound as it is promising. Harnessing whispers from these ancient codes presents potential leaps in antiviral treatments and preventative wonder. Techniques arising from delving into the genomes of these virus archives lead to revelations of viral inheritance and adaptation, keys that could unlock innovative treatments, signature to the unique wisdom gleaned from epochs past. As such, our understanding broadens beyond the cusp of the unseen, a guided path through the cycles of health and disease. While contemplating the significance of these ancient viral capsules, their role within the grand play of Earth's biology stands out. Here lie narratives wrapped within scientific shotgun marriages of biology with geology, climate introspections, and anthropologic wanderings, all culminating into a connected fabric of comprehensive understanding. By pursuing these paths, we illustrate the art of life's interconnected journeys, a renaissance of insights as layers of discovery slowly unfurl like petals of a night-blooming flower. In seeking the counsel of these viral ghosts, the potential risks of their awakening are weighed with solemnity. A moment of release can uncover unforeseen interactions. Hence, the harbingers of study embrace preparedness doctrines, honing strategies that foresee and mitigate such encounters. Herein lies a bridging of sciences, of ecology with public health, virology with earth sciences, a collective approach to ensure coalescence and safety as the mystery of viral revival enfleshes itself within the frameworks of research in action. The grand odyssey of viral and microbial research extends, merging with the exploration of life that flourishes within extremity. These communes, rooted in principles of resilience, echo wisdom from Earth's frigid throngs. There, viruses and microbes navigate survival, writing wisdom into the annals of extreme life adaptation. These endeavors transcend discipline, revealing genius within genetic streams, invoking solutions for broader environmental challenges while resonating with our cosmological counterparts. By plumbing the extremophile deep, scholars shine light where dark tends, unveiling insights that equally enrich earthly stewardship and celestial inquiry. In sculpting knowledge from this ancient ice, amid echoes of past life, our duty hinges upon preserving this record against climate's roaring advance. Institutions and alliances must unite to decipher, document, and save these histories, ensuring Earth's evolutionary script, one etched across time with DNA's ink, is spared from the encroaching thaw. Let this work be a clarion call not just to action, but to awareness, as layers of ice give voice to life that risk fading into mist. Retracing the winding paths ancient viruses once took, scholars marshal genetic, ecological, and archaeological know-how. Here, they chart once-walked trails, charting pathways that reconstruct movements through cycled histories, pathways influenced by changing climates and host peregrinations. As maps are drawn, so too are modern insights gained, anticipations for tracking viral wanderings in climates to come, painting preparedness for what glimmers beneath each shift. Through companion study, ancient viruses elucidate evolutionary narratives, corridors of horizontal gene transfer, illuminating life's tapestry with threads of viral influence. Within this perspective, we glimpse the genetic interweaving that has spirited creatures forth, crafting genomes alight with legacy. These veins of historical knowledge rend contemporary frontiers in science and biotechnology, enriching genetic endeavors with echoes of ancient endurance. Ancient viral legacies push beyond mere study of matter. They triumph in exchanges between life and parasitic companion. Viruses, as both interlopers and collaborators, magnify genome architectures, sculpting the turning pages of past encounters. Understanding this duet of adaptation broadens immunity's unfolding and thwarts relentless pathogenic chases, complementing the modern armory in confronting viral adversaries. The entrancing study of these life forms implores interdisciplinary dialogue as an essential harmony. Within this symphonic discourse, science interweaves facets of research, forging partnerships across domains, creating a chorus where discovery follows responsible exploration. These gatherings yield collected wisdom, political promise, and social understanding, a bond that ensures the echoes of viral discovery dwell harmoniously within humanity's advancement. Looking forward, ancient viral discovery illuminates paths yet unmet by human eyes. It stands to shed yet unfathomed light upon life's chronicle, promising to reshape and guide both terrestrial and extraterrestrial pursuits. Technological marvels advance, from genomic revelations to biosensors, drawing from existing antiquity's wisdom, birthing tomorrow's scientific destiny, beneath the watchful, warm eye of an evolving Earth. And so the revelations of ancient viral narratives continue to traverse the intersection of knowledge and wonder, eternally enriching the life we have. Now, with whispers meant to guide, to sustain, and unfold unto the future vibrant with potential and discovery. In the silent realms of Earth's frozen past, the woolly mammoth roamed vast expanses, its enormous frame and majestic tusks carving an indelible impression across the Pleistocene epoch. These giants of the Ice Age, draped in thick woolly coats and fortified by insulating layers of fat, adapted ingeniously to the cold, inhospitable climates that defined their existence. As they traversed the steppes and woodlands of Siberia, Alaska, and Europe, their paths were choreographed by the inexorable movement of seasons, a ballet of survival and adaptation. To the ancient humans who shared their world, mammoths were more than just a source of sustenance or materials. They were a vital part of the cultural tapestry, etched into rock art and whispered through generations in mythic tales. Their mystique only deepened with their extinction, leaving behind a legacy interwoven with wonder and curiosity. While the existence of mammoths is an irrefutable page in the annals of Earth's history, the precise causes of their extinction remain a source of intrigue and debate. Climate change at the end of the last ice age, starkly shifting these megafauna's environments, is a primary suspect, while others suggest overhunting by human populations played a critical role in their demise. The enigma surrounding their sudden disappearance adds yet another layer of mystery to our understanding of these magnificent creatures. Recent discoveries of well-preserved specimens have been like finding fragments of a lost world, frozen tableaux that provide glimpses into their lives and untimely deaths. These discoveries challenge our current understanding, offering new insights into the Pleistocene world and its untold stories. Nature, with its subtle and profound artistry, has long been a custodian of what it encases in ice. The frozen mammoths of Siberia stand as monumental testaments to this preservation, appearing as if their lives were abruptly halted by an unforeseen winter gale. The discovery of mammoths with remnants of meals still nestled in their mouths offers not only a window into their diets, but potentially hints at the mysterious circumstances of their deaths. The state of pristine preservation suggests a rapid and perhaps cataclysmic freeze, prompting questions about past climatic events that may have caught these gentle giants unawares. Was there an abrupt plunge in temperatures? A swift descent into a deep freeze that encased them so completely? The environmental puzzle wrapped within the ice encasing these relics waits to be unraveled. Such preservation offers scientists invaluable opportunities to examine the physiology, diet, and habitats of these ancient creatures. Among the preserved remains, undigested stomach contents serve as a time capsule, a snapshot of the vegetation that dominated their landscape when life slipped away. These insights help to reconstruct the ancient ecosystems these mammoths once roamed, providing a backdrop for comprehending ancient climatic shifts and their influence on flora and fauna. Each mammoth unearthed from its icy tomb represents an opportunity to listen to the echoes of Earth's ecological past. Each discovery, a story waiting to be told. Historical whispers of woolly mammoth discoveries in the Siberian tundra precede our modern explorations by over 2 centuries. However, it is the more recent finds that have truly captured both scientific and public imaginations. The discovery in 2013 of a remarkably intact female mammoth on the Liakovsky Islands astounded the world, with not only bones and fur preserved, but also muscular tissues and undigested plants within her stomach, an organic portal to the ecosystems of the Pleistocene. Such revelations have rekindled interest, and encouraged dedicated research endeavors aimed at deciphering the climactic and environmental riddles associated with these primordial beings vanishing. These exceptional findings captivate our imagination because they seem to defy time, crossing the temporal boundaries and allowing the past to become present. The remains, preserved against the passages of time and memory, offer beyond physical evidence. They tell stories of endurance, adaptation, and perhaps unheeded warnings echoing from history. Each new discovery serves as a ripple through the scientific narrative, urging scholars to rethink early hypotheses regarding Ice Age environments. The stories these remains kindle are ones of curiosity and determination, narratives that tap into our fundamental desire to comprehend the world and its presiding mysteries. Among the lingering residues of mammoths, the undigested plant matter found within their protective icy grasps has proven invaluable in the quest to understand their lives. These remnants, often grass, herbs, and even shrubbery, suggest a diet as varied as the planktons of time, the diverse flora of the late Pleistocene. By meticulously analyzing the pollen, phytoliths, and macrofossils from these remnants, scientists reconstruct the plant life that fed these titans, painting a picture of the Ice Age tundra forest ecosystem and unearthing potential variations across seasons. This understanding of dietary preferences offers a detailed illustration of the mammoth's interconnectedness with its environment, showcasing their resourcefulness and versatility. Yet, these revelations bring forth new questions. Could changes in these dietary landscapes have contributed to their extinction? Perhaps the shifting availability of vital plants reduced nutrient intake, cascading into population declines. The investigation into these dietary livelihoods adds texture to the grander mystery of the Pleistocene era, an epoch marked by dramatic transformations that reshaped the very fabric of Earth's ecology. The coffins of ice that cradle these mammoths act as capsules of time, preserving within them moments of Earth's climatic and ecological history. From the preservation of tissues to the vegetal artifacts encapsulated within, these relics expand our comprehension of past landscapes and weather patterns. Through them, we gain knowledge not only of their diet and behavior, but also hints of the climate rhythms that governed the seasons and the types of vegetation that thrived beneath the mammoth's heavy tread. The broader significance of these insights suggests that the mammoth's era was dominated by vast expanses of grassland, punctuated with scattered shrubs, stretching across the northern hemisphere. These lands teemed with myriad large mammals, all flourishing in a cold climate until an inescapable shift began narrowing their once bounded domains. Thus, the preserved mammoths help narrate broader ecological, climatic, and evolutionary tales, stories underlining life's intricate interplay between fragility and adaptation. In contemplating the near impeccable preservation of many mammoth remains, scientists have posited the notion of rapid freezing, an enigma that challenges our conventional understanding of Earth's climatic fluctuations. The suddenness evidenced in their preservation suggests cataclysmic climatic events that demand a reconsideration of Earth's past weather dynamics. Such events would have required dramatic drops in temperature, perhaps driven by cosmic or terrestrial forces, enabling a swift embrace of ice that froze them in their prime. The hypothesis of rapid freezing fascinates scientists, spurring inquiries into Earth's ancient climates. It challenges the gradualist view of climate change, suggesting instead that the planet has experienced swift and monumental environmental upheavals. Understanding these phenomena of the past shines a light on potential links to present-day climatic systems. Though speculative, The potential rapidity of such events provides an unusual lens through which paleoclimatology can explore the dynamics of our planet's weather patterns. Meticulously examining the frozen whispers of mammoths allows scientists to assemble the complex puzzle of ancient ecosystems. By analyzing isotopic compositions, they illuminate past environments, offering insight into conditions in which these noble creatures thrived and eventually met their ends. This retrospective into ancient ecosystems serves as more than a pursuit for knowledge. It holds lessons pertinent to contemporary environmental challenges. As we delve into past biodiversity and its response to climatic shifts, we garner insights into how modern ecosystems might navigate ongoing transformations. Through the mammoth's spectral imprint, we learn of resilience, adaptation, and the cyclical nature that governs life. Beyond physical grandeur, woolly mammoths incarnate significant lessons in adaptation and survival. Their existence in hard and varied settings was assured by a flexible diet, migratory behavior, and profound physiological tuning. Their evolution is a masterclass of nature equipping its creatures with the means to endure, showcasing nature's evolutionary prowess and the fragility interwoven within existential tales. Exploring mammoth skeletal structures reveals clues to their adaptive lifestyle, from migration habits to social hierarchies. The anatomy of skulls, teeth, and limbs offers theories on their feeding strategies and ways of nutrient absorption, telling stories of millennia-honed survival measures in unforgiving terrains. These insights remind us of life's transitory nature, urging contemporary societies to treasure and conserve biodiversity as it faces the multifaceted challenges of climate change. One of the most groundbreaking outcomes of frozen mammoth discoveries is the extraction and analysis of their genetic blueprints. With strides in DNA recovery, scientists have pieced together mammoth genomes, revealing adaptations and evolutionary roots. Comparing these genetic sequences with the DNA of their closest living kin, elephants, researchers disentangle genetic linkages, offering insights into the familial bonds across eons. The genetic treasures held within icy vaults have fueled scientific aspirations as vast as potential de-extinction. This modern ambition stirs visions of merging mammoth gene sequences with those of modern elephants to recreate an animal suited for cold climates, a revival of titanic proportions. While the ethics and practicality involved are deeply intricate, the vision speaks to the profound potential of ancient DNA and ignites imaginations with visions of a mammoth rebirth steering across snowy vistas. The narrative of frozen mammoths illustrates the synergy between historical intrigue and contemporary science. While these majestic beings tread our world thousands of years ago, their emergence from icy sanctuaries engages modern scientists and historians alike. This juncture exemplifies the dynamic essence of scientific inquiry, a relentless, evolving journey marked by questions that adapt with each newfound revelation. Through the collaboration of paleontologists, geneticists, climatologists, and archaeologists, a multidisciplinary approach unravels the mammoths' chronicles, unveiling what their presence means for human futures. Each fragment of new data sets the stage for further inquiries, propelling scientific exploration into uncharted terrains and offering insights into the enigmas shrouded by the passage of time. The extinction of the woolly mammoth, akin to an ornamental tapestry thread, conveys a lesson in ecological equilibrium. Their disappearance underscores the vulnerability inherent in life when faced with swift environmental mutations or anthropogenic pressures. As keystone species, mammoths exerted significant ecological influence, sculpting vegetation patterns and impacting myriad organisms within their habitats. The echoes of their extinction serve as contemplative calls for modern societies to consider current drivers of species extinction. These ancient lessons impress upon us the profound duty to preserve biodiversity and achieve harmonization with Earth's natural rhythms. By invoking the magnitude and immediateness with which ecosystems can dissolve, these murmurations offer timely counsel for today and tomorrow. The woolly mammoth enjoys a distinguished placement within the chronicles of human history and myth. Numerous ancient cultures held them in reverence, a respect evident in cave depictions found across Europe and Asia. These images not only highlight the mammoth's significance, but also provide clues into early human interactions with these titanic companions. Mammoths, besides their utility as game or tools, occupied dynamic roles within the spiritual identity of early human tribes. Archaeological discoveries reinforce the notion that mammoths were seen as both adversaries and sacred entities. Their narrative, enduring through mythos, hints at a layered relationship transcending mere subsistence. Such dual perspectives reflect the eternal fascination they evoke, positioning mammoths not solely as relics, but as active allies in the human saga. By studying these interactions, we acquire wisdom into the social and cultural interdependencies of our distant ancestors. In Siberia's tundra lies a vast, frigid repository of Pleistocene secrets, an epic landscape where the frozen offspring of yesteryear sleep. Each excavation, each unearthing, reveals whispers of creatures whose lives spanned an arduously changing epoch. The preserved legacies of Siberian permafrost showcase not just mammoths, but an ensemble of ancient life: woolly rhinoceroses, muskoxen, and ice-aged equines. Paleontologists, guided by these icy relics, peel back the layers of ancient biodiversity, stitching context into the epochs where ice reigned supreme. These preserved identities offer revelations into interspecies, interactions, and migratory challenges, giving glimpses of climatic struggles ancient fauna endured. Their preserved echoes offer indicators of paleoclimatic conditions and biological markers, weaving a tapestry of the thriving, adjusting, and eventually diminished life once governing these lands. Insights from these prehistoric terrains furnish valuable benchmarks for climate models, enriching our grasp of evolutionary advancement through Earth's historical textures. Juxtaposed with the marvels they contain, ice tombs usher in ethical inquiries and preservation complications. As researchers probe these icy holding grounds, debates ensue regarding the sustainability and ripple effects of such explorations. Concerns mount about continued disruptions to fragile ecosystems and the inclination towards seeking grand finds over genuine preservation. Moreover, carving through ancient marshes potentially unleashes stored greenhouse gases, posing contemporary environmental dilemmas. The ethical quandaries surrounding de-extinct ambitions, invigorated by genetic research, demand profound consideration. While the prospect of resurrecting mammoths captains excitement, doubters point to potential ecological impacts and animal welfare challenges stemming from reviving ancient DNA. These ethical conundrums impel science to weigh the joy of discovery against moral obligations to past and untold futures. In the ethereal embrace of Siberia's ancient permafrost lies a profound discovery, bridging epochs through the silent watch of the tumut puppy. Discovered in a land where time appears suspended within the icy veins of the earth, this humble, 14,000-year-old canine has transcended mere history, offering an intimate glance into our collective past. Nestled amid the vast stretches of a frigid wilderness, its exceptionally preserved form, with fur still ruffled by the breath of prehistoric winds, beckons us toward the boundless mysteries of early human and canine symbiosis. The allure of this small yet ancient creature is captivating, drawing us into an epoch drastically different from our own, a world where wild beasts and human nomads traced their destinies across the tundra's stark canvas. Its whiskered countenance, locked in eternal repose, whispers tales from a forgotten realm, suggesting untold narratives alive within the fabric of Earth's primal story. Here, the frozen Earth has not merely hidden, but has shielded it, extending an invitation to unravel the connective threads woven between ancient life and its metamorphosis into the modern epoch. In a serendipitous act of fate, the Tumet puppy's discovery emerged from the hands of local Yukagir tribesmen, breathing life into the academic landscape with both wonder and revelation. Here was a glimpse, not just into the life of a singular animal, but into an entire whispering world preserved under Siberia's chilling canopy. With its perfectly intact state, researchers stepped stealthily into a long-forgotten narrative, as though emerging upon the scene of an ancient drama frozen by an unyielding grasp of time. It was a world where ice held the secrets of life and death in a delicate balance, rendering the elements of ancient existence curiously available for modern study. Revealed slowly, as though peeling back the layers of a long, sealed tale, the puppy presented an opportunity to delve into the climate and ecosystems of yore. The very coldness that demanded tenacity from life beneath its pallor also created the conditions for such exquisite preservation. It is in this entwined dance of temperatures and terrain that evidence of the Tumat puppy's world comes clear, illustrating a profound intersection of biology and climate, a story strung throughout a swath of time, now lost to direct knowing. Siberia during the era of the Tumat puppy was a land cast in extreme contrasts, a place where adaptation flourished within the grip of glacial sovereignty. It was here, in an untamed cradle, that life evolved, demanding harsh resilience from its denizens. From gigantic herbivores to the sleekest of predators, existence here was a test of mettle against nature's daunting trials. Humans wandered too, weaving in and out of this tapestry, their journeys marked by the pursuit of survival, even as they formed connections with noble creatures of the wild. This was a realm alive with exchanges of life and death, punctuated by sounds of nature shaping and reshaping itself. In such a poignant backdrop, the Tumat puppy held its place, a fleeting existence among creatures interlinked by a shared persistence to adapt or perish. Here, the first sparks of understanding between human and animal began to kindle, hinting at future domestication, even as these prehistoric inhabitants navigated through a shifting landscape of wind, weather, and pure existence. At the dawn of human history, man's eventual companion in dogs traced an emerging path alongside us, a journey mirrored and symbolized in the form of the Tumat puppy. This stage, far removed from the present, bore the essence of an era stretching toward domestication. Here the beginnings of a mutually nurturing bond were born, where dogs served as protectors, hunters, and comrades, cementing their roles as more than mere footnotes in the expansion of civilization. This dance of early companionship was but a whisper of life's deeper symbiotic currents, where humans and canines shared shades of warmth against the icy breaths of survival's limitations. Mutual affection grew among necessity's embrace, building an affinity that would ripple down the ages. Tracking, protecting, and thriving together, both species solidified a partnership harkening back to these shared trails. From the ancient landscape where the puppy once roamed, its presence in today's world flutters through as a gentle reminder of the bond's origins. Unencumbered by decay, the preserved visage of the tumut puppy enunciates the marvels of Earth's cryonic chamber. Here, in the infinite folds of ancient ice, is held a fidelity to life's imperishable truths, exemplifying a natural form of cryonics where decay is stilled, time stretching rather than ceasing. Within this permafrost, nature has archived elements of life, halting the clock upon flesh, fur, and even the intricate workings of the brain itself. It is a portrait frozen in time, a testament to an era that remains alive in suspended clarity. Amid this great freeze, the tapestry of life's foundational stories resides in the very cells preserved. The symbiosis of cold and organic matter heralds nature's own meticulous artistry, shaping a snapshot of bygone ecologies. Herein lies a harmony of conditions: the temperatures, the ions of the soil, and the dry breath of dying winters, all collaborating to maintain a perfect balance that fossilizes not stone, but life itself. Life's organic whispers emerge as an invitation to scientists who seek to untangle the tale held under layers of glacial silence. In the scientific quest to decode this ancient DNA, the genetic melodies entwining once isolated chapters of the past become clear. The genome of the tumut puppy sings of survival and adaptation, linking the evolutionary dance of time past with the present. This genetic treasure trove helps us map the journey of canines, binding them with their modern counterparts and translating the codes of old journeys into modern understanding. Thus, the entwined strands of DNA reveal not just origins, but the unity of existence. The evolutionary play enacted upon the Neolithic tundra, choreographed themes mirrored in the codes of genes. Here lie the keys to complex narratives woven through time, recounting the alliance between humans and dogs amid a dramatic tapestry of life. In decoding this language, the ancient echoes transform into a present-day narrative, unveiling the comprehensive genealogy that enriches not only scientific knowledge, but a broader appreciation of life's interconnected voyage. In contemplating the wide-ranging implications of the tumut puppy's unearthing, we find ourselves invited to rewrite our perceptions of history, expanding our understanding of the ancient ties binding humans to their animal counterparts. Each discovery reverberates within the archaeological realm, ever widening the scope of what we thought we understood about the age-old bond between prehistoric humans and canines. This puppy stands as a touchstone for rethinking and expanding our timelines, engulfing us in a broadening dialogue about the nature of human-animal relationships across the epochs. This trove of enduring life challenges previously held beliefs, demanding a reformulation of our paradigms. The search for context and understanding roves beyond conjecture and into a renewed narrative where past assumptions dissolve, replaced by a tapestry woven through inference and evidence. Our understanding of cohabitation between humans and animals transforms, inviting a re-evaluation not just in a scientific sense, but in cultural and societal aspects as well. Serving as an additional thread in the narrative of survival, the tumut puppy becomes an ally in understanding ancient climates, amplifying the musicality of weather and environment through time. Within this frozen relic, nature has captured not only a tale of life, but an index of climate, sediment deposited over epochs, creating a treasure chest of information regarding past weather patterns and ecological truths. Each glacial breath has protected ancient climate's secrets, awaiting the curious to open them wide. From within this vivid portrait of climates vanished, we are awakened to the realities faced by predecessors who journeyed through cycles crafted by elements and forces unseen. It is within this unintended archive that tales of adaptation, survival, and ecosystem evolution rest, ready for discovery. By examining what the ice conceals within, we unravel ancient histories that spotlight life's resilient patterns of survival, engraving a clearer understanding of ecosystems' choreography, even across the vast stretches of frozen time. In its evolutionary context, the Tumat puppy offers a bridge reaching across the divide of millennia. Here, the branches of genetics and storytelling coalesce, revealing harmonic legacies of survival rooted in adaptation and fidelity to life's demands. In its frozen repose, it articulates an ancestral fidelity, the echoes of belonging echoing through a world when life's narratives were inscribed not just by time, but by the evolving forms it shaped. Serving as a beacon of continuity, the puppy's illusion of stillness is a continuous motion, inviting reflection on divergence and species progression. Even within relative isolation, adaptation forged paths, creating variety in the face of nature's challenges. The dance of life, time, and species paralleling the histories we unfold on our journey into the heart of ancestry provides the pieces to this intricate evolutionary puzzle. Through the etchings preserved in ice, insights disclose the lineage shared by today's canids, expanding the meaning and understanding of shared ancestry. Carrying us back into the distant tapestries of domestication milestones, once shrouded in conjecture, the Tumat puppy tells of connections coaxed through endurance and time. Unraveling its fabric reveals conversations of collaboration, hypothesizes the cohesive history of human-canine engagement through the ages. Theories that recast our understanding of domestication timelines emerge, fostering a renewed dialogue built on unfolding evidence. What once resided merely within the realm of hypothesis becomes solidified narrative, as dogs emerge as possible confidants long before presumed. Through newfound insights, pathways of cooperation, protection, and warmth stretch before us, revisiting cherished intersections and uncharted evolutionary momentums. Here, with a careful hand, entwined history's unfolding weave human-canine societies anew, even where they partition from ancient mist into confirmed tapestries of shared evolution. Local indigenous narratives knit themselves to historical endeavors, amplifying the voice of the Tumat puppy through time's corridor and aligning seamlessly with established knowledge. Long held in oral traditions and shared rituals, the insights and tales offered by communities such as the Yukagir entwine the ancient with the now, each account an essential stroke in the ever-expanding portrait of history. As traditional testimonies affirm modern discoveries, the critical role of indigenous wisdom becomes apparent, welcoming insights deep within the tapestry of ancient landscapes. In honoring these tales of interconnected wisdom, the paramount symmetry of past and present converges through a partnership of respect. With sensitive engagement, every resonance from the past gains inclusion, reflecting an understanding of history's long-standing, now reclaimed. In such honesty, the dialogue between indigenous insight and scientific discovery reveals an intertwined journey flowing across the annals of time. The marvels of modern technology furnish us with new eyes to uncover ancient secrets concealed within layers of ice. Through high-resolution imaging, CT scans, and other innovative tools, we peer beyond the physical form into the very essence of the Tumat puppy's preserved existence. These technological means empower a meticulous exploration of the minutiae, revealing intricacies unbounded by years, simultaneously mapping an uncharted landscape of ancient knowledge transformed into contemporary accessibility. Within this advance lies a comprehensive overview that reimagines archaeology, bringing accounts into fruition under humanity's present gaze. Each revelation we encounter generates surprises that traverse typical limitations, shifting perspective and magnifying understanding, opening up worldviews once limited by eroded traces of memory, now regained through fortune's uncovering hand. The ethical imperatives resonating through each revelation invite mindful stewardship of ancient legacies, far beyond the mere acquisition of knowledge. As eyes opting into curiosity wander ever closer to understanding, a respectful pause reiterates implications of discovery intertwined with humanity's shared duty toward both historical and natural dignity. Each fragment retrieved, frozen artifact uncovered, reverberates with echoes of meaningful existence, encouraging a communion of empathy transcending time itself. Hence, with each uncovering, bioarchaeologists navigate the space where historical worth bridges exploration itself, walking delicately upon these found riches to preserve their intrinsic beauty and truth. The awe woven into each new discovery speaks to a responsibility committed to honoring the whispers of the past, ultimately connecting modern strangers to ancients' song through empathy's guiding touch. As the narrative unfurls across millennia, the tapestry of our shared humanity exhibits its threads, woven tightly across epochs, built from stories forged through commonality of spirit. In recognizing these unexpectedly shared paths, our comprehension sprouts anew, unifying present and past within a seamless dialogue of discovery and unity. The bond between beast and man resonates with the eternal rhythm of Earth's unfolding, crafting relationships, channeling understanding through human and animal kinship. Each aspect of this honored revelation amplifies perspectives of coevolution, transcending critiques and opening channels across time, reuniting individuals with the larger universal narrative, emphasizing shared histories awe-inspiringly resonant. Reawakened insights ignite profound curiosity, engaging with collective memories carried forward through the epochs, merging within newfound reverence for the tales unraveled from ice's eternal clasp. In the Tumat Puppy's silent watch, a transformative journey has taken hold amid spectral threads cast across time and discovery. Its form stands resilient against the erasures of time, persisting as a gentle testament to our eternal curiosity. As we edge closer to unveiling its secrets, this particular narrative, told by ice, nature, and fate, deepens our understanding of the interdependent weave of life through previous epochs. Within these frozen archives rests yet much to learn, awaiting the delicate hands of science and philosophy alike. Here, in Siberia's forlorn grip, lie truths eager to redefine the unfamiliar shores of our perceptive world, daring to traverse the extremes of past existence and render them comprehensible within our time. In such places of expectation and waiting, the siren call of this ancient puppy enriches a profound kinship, reminding us of the enduring power in retrospection's embrace, the inexhaustible reservoir of knowledge to transcend both past and future realms, shared eternally. Treasuring these echoes from across time, we gain newfound insight into existence's ever-reaching tapestry, a tapestry as ephemeral and enduring as life itself. They remain as emblems of resilience, guiding us through the shadows of mystery to kindle inspiration and evoke curiosity, ensuring that whispered remnants gather not dust nor stagnation, but illuminate an unending path of eternal kinship shared by all. In the whispering quiet of the polar realms, far from the hustle of modern life, nature holds its breath, entrapping memories of eons past within layers of eternal ice. These ice sheets, monumental in silence, embody Earth's ancient chronicles, set down by winds and weather, time and tide. Extracting these icy cylinders, known as ice cores, is much like uncovering a mystical tome, each layered page whispering stories of atmospheric transformations long since faded from memory. With each drilled core, scientists embark on a contemplative journey back through time, tracing the breath of ancient winds captured in the crystallized threads of a world breathing in rhythms unknown to us today. Frozen within these cores lies not only the history of climate, but a celestial archive, a sanctuary of cosmic whispers and solar caresses. Among the most intriguing treasures concealed in these frosty vaults are spikes of beryllium-10, a cosmic journal entry made not by human hands, but by the universe itself. Cosmic rays, like distant travelers, collide with our atmosphere to transmute nitrogen and oxygen into this subtle isotope. Elevated concentrations within the ice mark epochs of increased cosmic activity, guarded by the sun's reduced sentinels, the periods of minimal solar interaction, where the universe has its most candid conversations with our planet. These spikes serve as a celestial fingerprint, a narrative arc bridging Earth with its wider cosmic tale, revealing an intimate dance of solar cycles and earthly climates. But amid the cosmic stories, Earth speaks in passionate bursts, as the resonance of Earth-shaping eruptions is captured in thin, discrete layers of sulfur encapsulated within these icy tomes. These sulfur peaks are lucid testimony to volcanic fervor, where Earth's inner forces manifested on the surface, casting veils of sulfur dioxide skyward, anointing the planet with a temporary cool, a caesura in the climatic melody. Mountains, the Earth's dramatic storytellers, summon stormy skies, setting the stage for altered climates that echo through eons, like the thunderous eruption of Mount Tambora that once painted the skies with twilight and cast a chill shadow upon the lands. As sulfur levels braid through time, they weave not just the fabric of nature's volatility, but humanity's resilience and adaptation to these fiery interruptions. Amongst these icy keepsakes also lies the presence of methane, a specter of sudden warmth and shifting ecosystems. Methane levels, tied to rapid warming events, are silent witnesses to those moments when earthly warmth beckoned more forcefully. The narratives they compose tell of thawing permafrost and simmering wetlands, perhaps a whispering echo of fires untamed. These atmospheric chronicles portray the intricate dance of feedback mechanisms, how a single note of methane can amplify the symphony of planetary warmth, pulling humanity into a deeper understanding of the delicate balance we are but a part of. In the reflection of these ancient gaseous whispers, we glimpse the contours of our futures shaped by the breath of today. As stewards of this frozen anthology, scientists also seek the blackened imprints where fire smoldered quietly across the tapestry of time, preserved in layers of black carbon that bear stories of ancient pyres and combustion's primal roar. These charred remnants, like charcoal drawings within the ice, narrate periods of great burning, whether born from natural wildfires, human hands, or cosmic impacts that set the world aflame. Through these layers, we trace the marks left by our ancestors and Mother Nature herself, echoing the forces that have sculpted and scorched the landscapes long before history recorded. Dust, another subtle player in these chronicles, paints whispers of barren expanses and shifting sands. Each minute particle in these icy fossils tells of arid times and wandering winds, desert expansions sleeping beneath lands now abundant. The dustier chapters sing songs of past climates and the narratives of evolving landscapes, hinting at the profound and sometimes dusty journeys of wind through epochs of Earth's histories, from flourishing civilizations to desolate barrens. These quiet testimonies connect peaks and valleys of past climates with the dynamics of Earth's ongoing story. Further into these glacial archives lie not just earthly records but fragments of celestial musings, cosmic dust particles embedded like stars in the vast, silent blackness of space. These tiny messengers from afar chronicle the interplay between Earth's atmosphere and cosmic choreography, capturing episodes where humanity barely whispered and stars penned tales onto their celestial parchment. Embedded in ice, pushed through corridors of time, they offer glimpses of astronomical events, revealing ancient stellar paths and cosmic harmonics entwined with our pale blue dot. Underneath these atmospheric symphonies, radiocarbon provides both the ink and the rhythm for dating the dance. These radiocarbon anomalies, intertwined throughout the icy depths, act as timestamps documenting events unseen and movements undetected by even the quietest snowfall. Through this carbon chorus, chapters of cosmic altercations and terrestrial renovations are precisely penned, creating a timeline against which we measure the unknowns and intuit what lies beyond sight. In Greenland's northern breath and Antarctica's southern whispers, vastly different yet lovingly connected, the ice cores beckon us to explore polar tales from the two poles of our world. Greenland chiefly portrays the northern hemisphere's history, while Antarctica faithfully etches the southern hemisphere's climatic wisdom. Together, they remind us of the synchronicity and individual nature of Earth's great climatic symphony, highlighting the interconnected Arctic strings resonating with the Antarctic's southern baselines. This interconnectedness is further articulated through the phenomenon of polar amplification, where polar regions adapt more swiftly to climatic shifts, acting like climatic accelerants or barometers of change. These quick adaptations, preserved through history, illuminate the fragile yet adaptive nature of these ecosystems, prompting reflection on the rhythms of change that sway the graceful Arctic tunes. The music of these ice cores also plays the abrupt and frantic notes of Dansgaard-Oshger events, rapid fluctuations in climate during the last great glacial sonata. The tempo of these sudden shifts is captured within the ice, unmasking the volatility within Earth's symphonies and the rapid crescendos possible in the otherwise steady cadences of time. These past revelations of abrupt dynamics provide comfort and trepidation, urging us to seek preparation for unforeseen notes in climate's overarching melody. As chronicles of ages past slowly unroll, they lend us a broader composition of future climates. Ice cores offer a reflective cadence upon which predictive models find clarity, furnishing a symphony of past and emergent climatic notes meant to guide our steps through the present dance and onward into rhythms of future precision. With these notes, we discover our roles: to listen, to reflect, and to steer our collective ships through turbulent climatic seas that echo long into tomorrow. Subtle shifts witnessed throughout ice narratives inform policies and inspire movements toward renewal and balance. As these icy annals feed into discourses on climate strategy and solutions, they root us in reality, cementing the understanding that our path forward intertwines and overlaps with echoes resonating from climates long past. These core revelations bolster resolve, guiding policies to tread gently, carefully attuned to the whispers carried forth by these frozen guardians. Advancements in the technologies and methodologies supporting ice extraction add elegance to the scientific inquiries guiding us through these works. Each new technological crescendo enables deeper dives into history's layers, expanding how deftly we read these frosted cosmic epistles. With each innovation, scientists are furnished with amplified capabilities to distill more subtle notes from these ancient compositions, bringing clarity to climates erstwhile veiled and adding living depth to these environmental operas. The journey toward understanding Earth's complex and multifaceted climate songs continues to harmonize with a collaborative spirit. Across nations and disciplines, scientists gather, inspired by a shared venture to coax from ice the climates remembered. This synergistic effort nurtures a league of quiet sentinels searching through the ice, expanding the global conversation around climate awareness and wisdom. Beyond the parameters of climate, ice cores resonate with cultural notes from eras bygone, inscribing records of human actions hidden beneath contemporary tales. Within these ancient tombs, the mix of atmospheric markers paints pictures of industries, activities, and evolutions of societies that have shaped our planet's atmosphere. Their combined melodies, both poetic and cautionary, reflect the symphony in which we participate, a collective orchestra that must seek balance within Earth's delicate score. The icy core epic is enriched by whispers of ancient DNA, offering revelations of life enveloped in ice. This dance between life and ice not only maps ecological continuities, but broadens the symphony of life, knitting together strands of existence and illustrating life's evolutionary journey across the temporal spectrum. As these timeless beacons capture public imagination, their stories transcend purely scientific realms. Ice cores, with their whispers from the past, reach out to engage our wildest dreams and deepest cautionary tales, reminding us of the profound resonance between Earth's past, present, and the necessity for mindful environmental guardianship. Within the challenging arena of climatic discourse, ice cores provide an orchestra of evidence upon which dialogue stakes its claim. They serve as the bastions of truth against the tumultuous clamor of misinformation, reassuring us of authenticity through empirical narratives that can chart our course forward amidst changing tides. The voyage into tomorrow continues, bolstered by the understanding gleaned from these frozen harmonies. Challenges persist, climatic dynamics in flux, access to coveted ice dwindling, yet through such adversity comes opportunity. New crescendos emerge from technological symphonics and interdisciplinary explorations, serving as inspiration to delve even further within the ice's depths. With this understanding, we cast our gaze further back into events such as the Younger Dryas, a period of rapid cooling that creates fertile ground for exploration within climatic symphonies past. We discern in these notes the echoes of sudden climate change, patterns that have shaped past resilience and vulnerability. Our reflections often land upon the gentle cooling movements pieced together from ice core melodies recounting the Little Ice Age. This serene, muted interval illuminates not only the cooling embraced across hemispheres, but a braided digital fuselage of natural and anthropogenic influences intertwining in graceful symmetry. In lighter tones, the Holocene period endows us with melodic accounts of assured climatic stability. This interglacial lyrical period, alight with human influence, trails its delicate tap dance across ancient curves, offering emotionally rich context as we navigate contemporary challenges. As we read and retune these adaptations, insight lies in sustaining conditions, facilitating buoyancy amidst potential disruptions. Ultimately, as guardians of a world painted in these crystalline strokes, Our stewardship rests on interpretations secured by this heritage. These frozen time capsules, eloquent in their silence, inform, inspire, and impel us to harmonize with Earth's symphony of time, a marvel of dynamic balance with each era singing back its melodies, illuminating the pathways ahead. In the heart of the Antarctic, where the wind howls a haunting song across the barren expanse, lies a secret whispered among the ice. Buried beneath its frozen blanket, the mysterious Lake Vostok sits silently, a relic of Earth's ancient past, untouched by the hands of time. Its story began decades ago when Soviet scientists, driven by curiosity and the spirit of exploration, stumbled upon clues of its existence. This enigmatic body of water, cloaked under miles of ice, was revealed through a peculiar flatness observed in the icy surface, a subtle hint at the grandeur lying beneath. As the world turned its gaze toward the icy continent, radar technologies of the late 1970s painted blurry images of a vast freshwater body, offering the first glimpses of Lake Vostok. Here was a world untouched, shrouded in silence for millions of years, protected as it were by the immense ice sheet above. This natural barrier kept a hidden ecosystem alive, a spark of life flourishing in isolation, waiting for humanity to uncover its secrets. To scientists, the lake was a pristine portal to ancient Earth, a chance to peer into the cradle of life before human footsteps echoed across the globe. Yet, to reach into this frozen sanctum posed not only a technological challenge, but an ethical one. Drilling into Lake Vostok required a delicate hand, one that could peel back the layers of ice without disturbing the untouched world it sheltered. Conventional methods risked contamination, threatening to disrupt the fragile balance maintained for epochs. The quest to explore thus sparked a debate, a dance between the pursuit of knowledge and the respect for nature's untouched tapestry. As the scientific community weighed this balance, technological advancements ran parallel, striving to pierce the icy veil with minimal impact. Innovations emerged, featuring sterilization techniques and specialized drilling methods aimed at preserving the lake's untouched solitude. Here, the ethical considerations intertwined with technological prowess, pushing humanity to find harmony with the natural order. This careful negotiation highlighted a broader responsibility, urging not just a quest for understanding, but a reverence for the sanctity of Earth's less disturbed corners. In doing so, Lake Vostok became not just a subject of scientific inquiry, but a symbol of conservationist wisdom, a testament to the possibility of peaceful coexistence with nature's wonders. Standing on the threshold of this frozen world, humanity called upon the talents of advanced technology to aid in the exploration. Remote sensing and satellite imagery became our window into the world below, capturing digital echoes and mapping the lake's vast underbelly. Subsurface radar painted topographical models, guiding explorers through the world's most uncharted territories. Each technological advancement was a step closer, a ripple across the icy surface drawing us nearer to unveiling the mysteries sealed within. The deployment of cryobots and hydrobots, those marvels of modern engineering, marked a turning point. These robotic explorers, designed to withstand the pressures and frigid temperatures, promised to journey beneath the ice without tainting the pristine waters. Their mission was to touch the silent world below gently, to gather samples and send data back to the surface, bridging the gap between humanity and nature locked in eternal winter beneath the frozen expanse. All eyes turned to the potential discovery of life in extreme conditions, as whispers of microbial existence drifted through scientific circles. These extremophils, living in isolation for millions of years, represented life in its most resilient form, surviving without sunlight in a biochemical ballet with their environment. Here in this frozen laboratory, the depths of evolution unraveled slowly, offering insight into adaptability and survival under the harshest conditions. Each discovery within Vostok's secret world echoed across scientific fields, from biology to astrobiology, enriching our understanding of life's potential across the cosmos. In a world where sunlight does not penetrate, life potentially thrives near hydrothermal vents, sustained not by the sun's warmth, but by the very lifeblood of the Earth itself. This geothermal energy, coursing through mineral-rich waters, nourishes ecosystems not unlike those found near oceanic thermal vents, reshaping our understanding of life's tenacity. In this place of darkness and ice, life demonstrates an unexpected resilience, a paradox of thriving amid extremes. As researchers sought to unravel the chemical secrets held by Vostok's waters, they uncovered a unique cocktail of gases and minerals whispering stories from ancient Earth. With oxygen levels potentially elevated due to the lake's encapsulation, new biological pathways emerged, hinting at novel adaptations and unseen processes. These revelations carried implications beyond academic curiosity, presenting opportunities for breakthroughs in biotechnology and environmental science. Yet, as explorers pursued knowledge, they faced the challenge of preserving it. The task of extracting ancient DNA highlighted the intricacies of maintaining sample purity, conjuring images of time capsules holding genetic narratives from epochs past. It demanded innovation, utilizing cutting-edge techniques in an effort to honor the lake's seclusion while shedding light on life's historical tangents. Lake Vostok brought together an interdisciplinary gathering, scientists from varied disciplines converging in a symphony of inquiry. Geologists, biologists, climatologists, and engineers shared their expertise, united in their desire to unmask the lake's mysteries. This collaboration represented a microcosm of scientific endeavor, a testament to the power of combining strengths to solve nature's riddles. Even as Lake Vostok evoked scientific intrigue, it summoned ethical contemplation, urging humanity to tread lightly on sacred ground. The balance of exploration and preservation echoed a broader narrative, framed by global treaties governing Antarctica's use as a sanctuary for peaceful research. It was here, in these icy discussions, that geopolitical complexities mingled with environmental stewardship, drawing the world into dialogue about our shared custodianship of Earth's last wild places. As ice sheets shrink in the face of climate change, revealing their hidden vaults, the pressing need for ecological awareness resonated loudly. The impact of warming on ecosystems like Vostok's underscored a call to action, a plea for conservation that wove through policy discussions and public consciousness. The lake's hidden depths emerged as a poignant symbol of the broader fight for our planet's resilience. As secrets unfurl to the world, so too do they inspire public fascination, capturing imaginations and shining a light on humanity's enduring desire to explore the unknown. The tales from Lake Vostok, a mysterious oasis beneath the ice, transformed scientific discovery into a narrative bridge reaching across cultures, inviting all to join in the pursuit of understanding. Within this narrative, Lake Vostok stood as a metaphor for isolation and resilience, illustrating life's stubborn persistence in the face of adversity. It taught us the power of quiet endurance, echoing the ancient wisdom of perseverance that ties human spirit to the natural world. Such lessons, spun from the depths of ice, remind us of our capacity for adaptability and our responsibility as stewards of the Earth's remaining sanctuaries. While each unfolding discovery reshapes paradigms and challenges accepted theories, it does so gently, urging us to consider our place within the tapestry of existence. In exploring Lake Vostok, humanity reconnects with the philosophical essence of discovery, embracing the quiet reverence required to touch the edges of knowledge. It is here, within this frozen library of life, that we find echoes of our own journey, mirrored in the tenacious spirit of a world locked in ice. In the ethereal landscapes of Norway, where the whispers of ancient stories swirl through the air, lies the Jotunheimen region, a realm where Viking history remains buried beneath the ice's embrace. The glaciers, custodians of time, have veiled secrets for centuries, their icy tendrils entwined with tales of Norse warriors, adventurers who traversed this frozen expanse long ago. With every sigh of the wind, the echo of the past reverberates, breathing life into the myths and sagas spoken around ancient fires. Now, as the climate shifts and the ice recedes, these glacial sentinels reveal treasures previously hidden, artifacts that are testaments to a bygone era, unearthing a world that intrigues our collective curiosity. The archaeologists who tread softly upon this melting world become Odin seekers themselves, drawn into the delicate ballet of discovery. As each fragment of Norse life emerges from its frigid tomb, a new chapter in an ancient book is turned, inspiring anticipation mixed with reverence. Amid this extraordinary tapestry of frozen revelations, a variety of artifacts from Viking life come into view. Simple tools and weapons, intricate textiles, and items of personal significance, each a window into the souls of Norse seafarers. Their craftsmanship speaks of survival and devotion, reflecting a culture rich in spiritual symbology and storytelling. Each discovery offers a glimpse into Viking social structures, their mighty voyages across the North Atlantic echoing tales of valor and conquest. Their spiritual allegiance to gods like Thor and Odin intertwined deeply into their daily lives as harsh, icy skies shadowed their journeys. The relics whisper of Norse mythology, that rich tapestry of myths which wove through Viking existence and now echoes into our present. Embedded in their tools is a spiritual symbology, a cultural rhythm that intertwined their perception of reality with divinity. The artifacts conjure tales of how this ancient society perceived the world through a lens of mystery and myth, much as we do today in our quest for understanding. Among the treasures, weapons emerge as symbols of power and survival. Axes, swords, and spears forged with labor and artistry. These instruments of warfare were more than mere tools. They were embodiments of the Viking warrior ethos, where honor could be eternally gained through battle. As we delve into the cultural significances of these tools, we uncover how they reveal the rites of passage that defined the lives of these ancient warriors. Even the remarkable preservation of Viking textiles whispers stories of artful craftsmanship, shedding light on the Norse material culture. Techniques in weaving and dyeing reveal what clothing meant to the Vikings beyond mere function, social status and identity woven into their very fabric. Certain garments served as ritual attire or social identifiers, possibly even intended to ward off evil or invite blessings from the gods. These sacred items, the amulets, the runic inscriptions, illuminate the Vikings' approach to the world as a continuum where the divine interwove with the ordinary. These objects bore supernatural protection, illustrating a holistic worldview that continues to intrigue scholars and spiritual seekers alike. Within their engravings, one finds reflections of a society where the mundane was sacred, and every moment held potential for mystical insight. The discovery of tools associated with trades like blacksmithing, shipbuilding, and agriculture tell of adaptability and economy, vital to the development of Viking society. These artifacts reveal trade routes and economic activities influenced not just by the environment, but also by spiritual practices. Viking communities thrived through expansive trade networks, an interconnection not just of goods, but also of cultural and spiritual exchange. Nature, always the silent preserver, guards these artifacts, serving as a time capsule that conserves stories long forgotten. The scientific marvel of ice's preservation provides a canvas upon which human history is painted, a delicate yet resilient tapestry woven with threads of time. As explorers tread these ancient paths, they ponder the implications not only for archaeology, but for the relationship humanity shares with the natural world. A world that is both a keeper of secrets and a revealer of truths. The dialogue between the Vikings' rugged landscapes and their history unfolds here, in a place where natural settings shape and are shaped by human ventures. These terrains molded Viking efforts and in turn were etched by their existence. Their impact continues as modern preservation efforts aim to honor the landscapes that reveal such profound histories. Technology dances upon the edge of these discoveries, with modern science meeting ancient mysteries. Archaeology, now equipped with 3D imaging and climate modeling, allows for unprecedented access to the past. Yet it is a journey governed by the ethos of respect, of valuing not just the stories unearthed, but also how they intertwine with our understanding of what it means to be human. Runic inscriptions echo across millennia, messages etched into artifacts that transcend time, enveloping us in the enchantment of rune magic. These symbols served as both practical communication tools and conduits of spirituality. They draw connections between ancient modes of storytelling and those narratives we share today, reminding us of the power of words etched in time. Artifacts hint at sacred rituals and ceremonies practiced by the Vikings, their spiritual gatherings, and the mystic boundaries they dwelled in. These remnants suggest altars and ceremonial sites, revealing community identity reinforced through rites that sought divine guidance and wielded ancestral wisdom, much as we seek meaning amidst our uncertainties today. Step into the boots of a Viking for a day, guided by these tangible relics. From dawn's light to fireside storytelling, their daily rhythms unfold, emphasizing human experiences and emotions that transcend time. These connections create bridges between ancient lives and present-day listeners who find solace and reflection within these stories interwoven with whispers of eternity. Artifacts also unveil the roles and contributions of Viking women, often unsung heroes within a male-dominated society. Jewelry, textiles, and domestic tools speak of the influence women wielded in shaping their culture. Within Norse mythology, too, women held spiritual and cultural significance, symbolizing the stories and traditions passed through generations. The Viking spirit of exploration, immortalized in their resilient clothing and exploratory tools, echoes the timelessness of human endeavors toward discovery. Their daring sagas, their spiritual quests, resonate with the eternal pursuit not just of lands, but of knowledge. Herein lies the human spirit, entwined with wanderlust and wonder. The cyclical dance of time and nature weaves through these discoveries, alternately revealing and concealing history's treasures. This grand cosmic rhythm, with its mystical dimensions, preserves not only objects, but also the whispers of ancient voices singing through the ages. Our stewardship of these artifacts bears ethical responsibilities. As guardians, we must tread with care, preserving these echoes of ancestry with respect that aligns with their histories. It is a philosophical and spiritual quest to bridge current lives with ancient stories, ensuring vibrancy for future generations, a testament to our shared narrative. Amidst the material, spiritual reflections bloom, inviting us to contemplate and compare our modern beliefs with ancient truths. These artifacts offer more than historical insight. They serve as windows into the shared human journey, into connections with the divine threaded through existence. Yet, as climate change peels back glaciers revealing archaeological wonders, there is a delicate balance between discovery and preservation. Ethical dilemmas surface as global cultures reckon with the reality that these developments may lead to the loss of invaluable heritage, urging us to redefine our environmental spiritual consciousness. While these artifacts shape identity within modern Norway, sparking a refreshed interest in Viking culture, they anchor cultural narratives and dialogues globally. Resonant discoveries forge connections that redefine heritage, myth, and identity, reminding us of shared histories that continue to inform national belonging. Through these revelations, stories embedded in ice, forgotten by time, speak to storytellers who weave tales combining science, history, and imagination. In this narrative art, our souls find resonance with voices from the past, merging the seen with the unseen, the known with the unknown. The intersection where myth meets reality challenges us to assess the factual and the imagined within Viking history. These artifacts serve not only to confirm, but also to expand our understanding of Norse myths and legends, encouraging a balanced comprehension of narratives that are part history, part myth, whispering wonders yet to be fully unraveled. Both academicians and amateur collectors contribute to this grand tapestry, where passion meets scientific rigor in preserving historical treasures. Their collaboration ensures a holistic understanding, nurturing a collective enthusiasm that reverberates through the corridors of time. Viking artifacts offer glimpses into the ancient consciousness, the motivations, fears, and aspirations reflected in their material culture. An exploration into their psyche reveals philosophical insights about humanity's enduring quest for understanding, a journey mirrored in the timeless poetry of their objects. As the ice continues to retreat, speculation swirls around what further secrets might yet rise from their frozen slumber. This invitation to ponder tomorrow's discoveries parallels our unquenchable human spirit that forever thirsts for connection, for continuity. In uncovering the layers of history, we mirror that eternal exploration, a journey towards knowledge, understanding, and communion with those who came before. In the frozen expanse of Alaska's vast tundra, where the earth remains locked in a crystalline embrace, the past is more than a memory. It is a tangible presence, safeguarded in permafrost's icy sanctum. Here, nestled beneath layers of eternal ice, whisper the tales of yesteryears, and among them lies the poignant narrative of the 1918 influenza pandemic. Ill-fated onset of the Spanish flu, as it came to be known, unfurled its shadow across the globe, claiming over tens of millions of souls and leaving an indelible mark on human history. The Alaskan permafrost, with its unique preservation, offered modern science an opportunity, a glimpse into the frozen heart of a microbe that once danced with death. In the year 1997, a team of researchers embarked on a journey to a remote Alaskan village, a place buried under snow and whispered stories. Brevig Mission. This village suffered immensely when influenza's invisible specter struck, obliterating 72 out of its 80 inhabitants in a mere 5 days in November 1918. Survivors transformed the frozen ground into a communal grave, unintentionally creating a chilling time capsule sealed under winter's perpetual blanket and offering insights that transcending mortality. The tragedy of Brevig Mission encapsulates the indiscriminate wrath of the 1918 pandemic. Dr. Johan Hultin, a pathologist with a keen heart and vision, was among the first to sense the significance held by these frozen relics. Despite setbacks in 1951, technology's relentless march forward renewed the journey of discovery in 1997. Hultin and his compatriots returned, bolstered by genomic prowess, and extracted a lung tissue sample that beaconed the path for reconstructing influenza's genome, breathing new life into a sleeping molecular puzzle. And so, from the depths of time emerged a genetic resurrection. Scientists meticulously pieced together the vengeful design of a virus cloaked in silence for decades. This was the H1N1 strain, an avian specter masquerading in human form with unparalleled zeal. Its blueprint was more than a genetic jigsaw. It was a network of connections linking past to present, an evolutionary retelling of viral possibilities. The revival of the virus from Brevig Mission's past ignited a flame of understanding that burned brightly in the halls of virology. It unraveled that the 1918 influenza, with its avian lineage, had mastered a terrifying fusion with humankind, providing an invaluable window into the evolutionary pathways of future influenza strains. These ancient blueprints, carved in microscopic sequences, hold possibilities of securing modern science's arsenal, informing vaccine development, and igniting insights into the mutational prowess viruses possess. Moreover, this encounter with the virus of yore signaled a bell for public health, a clarion call for collective preparations, and a reminder of our shared vulnerability before nature's unpredictable designs. The story of this virus isn't merely an ancient echo. It is a contemporary tutor, urging vigilance in the evolving tango between pathogens and their hosts. And here lies the pressing need for global solidarity, for collaborative undertakings that shine light upon the labyrinthine pathways of future contagions. Yet, the riddle of the Spanish flu's origin looms large still, a spectral question wrapped in historical enigma. Scientific edges of the early 20th century were blunted, incapable of the nuanced understanding we possess now. Theories abound, ranging from mutation within the conflagration of World War I's trenches to origins nestled in the tranquil rurality of bird-enriched fields. These threads of speculation find newfound illumination in the viral reconstruction afforded by permafrost's icy hold, adding clarity to possibilities of zoonotic dances between species over ages. Permafrost, that steadfast keeper of time's secrets, plays a formidable role within this saga. Nature's own repository, seldom unveiling its icy clutch, miraculously preserves what might otherwise have been reduced to whispers of dust. The stable sanctuary provided by permafrost staves off decay, allowing fragments of history, delicate and intact, to await discovery. But as Earth's warming breath encroaches, permafrost's grasp loosens, compelling an urgency upon our studies and an added layer to the intricate interplay of climate and biosphere. The thawing promises a dual harbinger, releasing whispers of ancient pathogens alongside dormant gases, prompting scientists and leaders to stand vigilant at this threshold of discovery and potential peril. Interdisciplinary concerts of action must strive to alleviate permafrost's mounting burden while safeguarding the elements it enfolds. Bridging across nations to transcend boundaries, climate disasters ignore. The echoes from Alaska cascade further into ethical valleys, contemplations over the right to unseal graves, balancing scientific inquiry against the sacred and cultural tapestry of Brevig mission. How do we tread this path of discovery, honoring rituals and memories while pursuing insights that transcend temporal bounds? We stand here, grappling with the weight of spiritual stewardship as opposed to the allure of scientific revelation. To unearth these secrets, there's an imperative to nurture curiosity with care, ensuring biosafety and ethical contemplation govern our quest. The elegance of ancient perceptibility calls for a narrative that respects the legacies preserved, tangled with the duty to ensure safety and enlightenment are not stumbled upon at the cost of cultural discord. Yet, as ice unlocks the pathways of ancient pathogens, it lends perspective on viral architecture and chance meeting between microbial guest and naive host. From genotype to phenotype, this dance across yellowing archival pages aids in anticipating the paths of future viral dominions while illuminating the ephemeral landscapes they characterize. Evolution, patiently scripted in icy capsules, draws parallels and weaves new strategies for sustaining human resilience alongside lingering viral echoes. In this saga of returned viruses rests wisdom for epochs yet to unfold, a scaffold upon which public health strategies and cooperative global visions secure their footing. Modern parallels emerge from the juxtaposition of 1918 and 2020 pandemics, reminders of the shared narrative between eras where history rhymes in whispers of wintry night air. These are pandemics etched in shared experience, illuminating that which is unchanged: the criticality of communication, solidarity, and unity against the backdrop of global tumult. Through these reflections, a renaissance in viral genomics emerges, fueled by the boundaries shattered through technological advances, each breakthrough a candle lit against microbial opacity. Hierarchies of viral evolution unfurl under the aegis of ingenuity, championing synthetic biology's foray into broader health security. As hints of ancient mRNA tales continue to reverberate, the cultural chords plucked by these scientific pursuits reveal threads of memory entwined in healing's embrace. They remind us of the resilience humankind embodies within stories draped across the expanse of pandemics from the past. In embracing the spirit of Brevig mission, we find tales that transcend the fog of time, finding resonance within artistry, education, and memorials that honor turbulence with laurels of persistence. In closing, the pursuit of decoding ancient whispers is not mere nostalgia. It is narrative poetry woven through inquiry and depth. If the icy expanses cradle any lesson, it is a reminder that our journey through time is painted with perils and potential, where innovation is tempered with reflection and understanding preserved amidst eternal frost. In these frozen archives, we witness human curiosity's reach, armed with humility and the nuanced wisdom born from timeless exploration. In the tireless grip of the Arctic's vast expanse, where trial and wonder intertwine, Alexandra Land stands beneath the unyielding stone canvas of the Northern Lights. This icy frontier, where time whispers its secrets through whispering winds, held for years a dormant enigma cloaked in the veil of World War II. The fleeting dance of auroras over frozen seas harbored a historical rediscovery that beckoned the curious and reverent alike. The revelation of 2016 cast the Arctic not as a mere realm of explorers and researchers, but as a theater of geopolitical intrigue, where human ambition left its frozen mark. Within the relentless grasp of ice and snow, the Nazi base, once thought to be purely myth, was unearthed, a spectral reminder of a time where even the most barren of landscapes became pawns in the strategies of war. The Arctic's unforgiving terrain, often overlooked, drew focus during the world conflict, not merely for its spectacles of natural wonder, but for the invaluable strategic vantage it provided. The Nazi outpost on Alexandra Land unearthed not just relics of military endeavors, but the echoes of a determined era. Here, frozen in exile, lay testament to resilience and innovation under conditions that sculpted both men and machinery. In the grand tapestry of war, the Arctic was an outpost on the periphery of immediate battles, yet its unseen potential lay as a foundation for exploration, resource extraction, and control over naval dominions. Here, where ice tested every fiber of endurance, human ingenuity was compelled to adapt in ways the tempered climates below could not conceive. The weather, a silent force directing the motion of troops and machinery, became an ally or adversary, and thus Germany, with strategic foresight, carved its presence into the polar silence. Their objective was clear. Amidst isolation's stark company, they sought to glimpse the future through the crystal ball of meteorology. Schatzgräber, the aptly named treasure hunter, served as more than a weather station. It held secrets untold, silent, perhaps unrealized, whispers of a Nazi fascination with victory, not just in terrain, but in tales that transcended the earthly. It becomes a narrative where what meets the eye may deceive, and within its simple call sign hid the ambitions of a war-torn epoch. Trapped within glacial embrace, the relics of Schatzgräber presented more than evidence of strategic breadth. They unfolded stories of survival. Around 500 artifacts held their ground against the ravages of time, from munitions and tools to betraying whispers of opportunities seized under duress. Revealed beneath the Arctic's snowy shroud, these fragments told tales of warm lives in the cold, of men who, standing outside the realm of man, defended against not only an invisible enemy, but an all-consuming landscape. The German pursuit was twofold, revealing and concealing in equal measure, for as they entrenched themselves in nature's silent expanse, they also pursued the elusive whispers of lore. Perhaps in its most brazen sense, Schatzgräber may have been an advance post for quests less tangible, quests for ancient knowledge whispered of in Nordic rune and Norse legend, stories that found resonance in Reich dreams of ancestral reclamation. As we ponder the Arctic in our present-day consciousness, we find it similarly standing in the limelight of a new geopolitical stage. The ice that conceals now recedes, unveiling new passages, drawing men and governments anew into its fold. In this unfolding story lies the echoes of Schatzgräber's saga, a reminder, an unveiling of how the seeds of past ambitions may blossom in unforeseen forms. What then of Schatzgräber's mission? An apparatus for anticipating the heavens, rendering themselves anonymously across the world theater, balanced upon the knife edge of natural unpredictability. They recorded, analyzed, and sought command over the unseen tides that dictated the movements of global fleets and the glide of aircrafts above war's din. In this, their role detached from the ordinary theater of war to transcend into a solemn pact between humanity and cosmos, an endeavor as fragile as the transitory stages of Arctic snow. The Arctic paid its price for the convenience of war as men cast supplies under the constant vigilance of daylight stealing into night. They faced the unforgiving laws of attrition within an environment that offered not sympathy, but pure objective circumstance. Scavenging for survival, these sentinels of the frozen north found themselves ensnared in a greater existential battle. Allied forces weren't their only obstacle. The cold itself starred as both adversary and inadvertent ally, reassuring or cruel in equal measure. Hence, amidst technology, beauty, and the unknown, the minutiae of daily life became the microcosm of their relentless journey against isolation. Strangely, the symbolism interwoven into this icy episode still enchants as we perceive the artifice within this venture. The atmospheric aspirations of an occupied nation entwined with dreams that were spectral, perhaps insurmountable. An ode to power manifested and corralled from ancient runes into active strategy. Hence, amid the icy desolation, the narratives of Schatzgräber wove ambitions to understand and conquer not just enemy forces, but elemental forces that shaped life upon the whims of weathered skies above. Today, the luminescence of Schatzgräber's discovery transcends mere artifacts and evolves into a modern parable. In an era defined by the encroachment of modern challenges into realms once considered untouched, the frozen archives of this station impart reflections as much about where we've been as where we are headed. Buried beneath layers of snow and time, Schatzgräber's secrets lie dormant, yet looming large, awaiting the curiosity of tomorrow to delve deeper, removing the icy veils of history that so gracefully protect them. Where ambition sought its balance between science and legend, Schatzgräber stands at the crossroad, illustrating how the march of man's dreams flirted with the sturdy hand of realism. As the outcomes of its mysteries subtly hint, it might be imagination to dream, but it is through resolve to execute missions verged on the edges of conceivable possibility. We find within the chilling folds of Schatzgräber a story not just of innovation, but of the human adeptness to surmount disastrous forces with unparalleled courage. It illustrates mankind's folly and wisdom amalgamated, where snow-frosted plans thought only possible returned to artifice, with outcomes both foreseeable and unexpected. May the stories of Schatzgräber remain a gift, a revelation unbound by wartime cloister of fear and dominion, but freed to inspire understanding and learning amidst an epoch where context holds its transformative power. Therein lies the promise of the Arctic's frozen legacy, hidden intricacies merging into familiar paths from age to age, telling tales not to fade, but serve as a dawn towards paths anew. Here, amidst the bleaching white, Schatzgräber's echoes continue, growing ever softer, yet their inscriptions remain, etched in the earth's memory, beckoning those who dare the cold, embarking on harmonic whispers of a realm where human aspiration and ice conjoin eternally. Whisper the quiet narrative, in recollections drawn upon from Arctic passages, like the blooms they shall emerge, timeless whispers from frozen presses, forging allegories that bridge yesterday with even our yet expectant tomorrows. The high-altitude reaches of the Alps, once silent keepers of their own majesty, now serve as haunting repositories of Europe's turbulent past. Here, within icy cradles carved by time, the remains of soldiers from 2 world wars are emerging, their stories unfrozen by the relentless melt of glaciers. Their preservation within this natural catacomb offers not just a return from oblivion, but a profound window into the human experience of war, told through whispers of ice and solitude. As these soldiers reappear, they stir long-buried echoes, confronting us with a chapter of history that is at once poignant and pivotal. With each layer of melting ice, the passage of time reveals another soldier, a forgotten participant in the grand theater of war, whose story intersects with the Earth's relentless memory. As historians and archaeologists gently lift these figures from their frozen repose, they are piecing together narratives hidden by time. Letters, relics, and remnants surface, each offering a wordless testimony to sacrifice and survival amid the stark beauty of glacial giants. This careful recovery goes beyond archaeology. It is an ethereal call from history, urging a reflection on the fragility of life and the enduring impact of conflict. The Alps, once seen merely as formidable natural borders, transformed during these global conflicts into strategic chessboards where soldiers navigated the harsh landscapes. Before the war, these mountains stood unyielding and untouched, their presence a testament to nature's solemn might. But with the onset of war, they became critical arenas where strategic advantage could turn the tide of human destiny. Italian and Austrian forces, joined later by German troops, took to these icy peaks to secure their hold, each step a treacherous testament to human will against nature. The raging conflicts, where armies sought control over passes and peaks, added a new and eerie dimension to the pristine beauty of these mountains. In this transformation from peaceful landscape to arena of conflict, the Alps tested human perseverance to its limits. Soldiers endured not only enemy fire, but also the immense challenges posed by an environment that seemed scarcely less hostile. Ice, snow, and avalanches played their part as formidable foes, adding complex layers of peril to the already perilous task of mountain warfare. Their strategies evolved, forced by nature's implacable hand, and with them arose new tactics, innovations rooted in the necessity of survival. The war in these high places was a unique crucible, melding the heat of conflict with the cold precision of strategy. Amid these grand strategies and fierce battles, each soldier's story is an intimate tragedy, frozen in time. Letters and diaries, tucked away with hope or despair, now emerge to speak of dreams, of memories cast adrift in hostile heights. These are whispers from another world, where solitude reigned and the line between life and death was but a breath of alpine air. Through words penned in stressful solitude, we hear echoes of longing for home, fragments of hope clashing with the bleak realities of war. These narratives bridge the gap between past and present, highlighting the cost of war in its most human terms. The details preserved within these writings and objects unfold like petals on a flower long dormant, creating vivid portraits of lives interrupted. Uniforms are stitched with silent stories, their wearers forever united with the icy earth they trod. Equipment, both utilitarian and personal, tells of everyday struggles and the grit demanded by a relentless environment. Each discovered piece, a helmet, a worn boot, a timepiece, serves as a touchstone to military life. They offer tangible connections to the past, textures of a life where survival was interwoven with the rhythms of a soldier's duty and dreams. Such artifacts serve as keys, unlocking the layered history of individuals and armies that marched to war amidst the cold, indifferent peaks. Through careful study, historians reconstruct the minutiae of military existence under conditions both extreme and unforgiving. The objects recovered bear silent witness to the innovations and adaptations necessary to thrive in this rarefied combat zone, reflecting the collective experience of those who fought within it. This continuity of discovery connects us not only to the soldiers themselves, but to the broader swathes of history they inhabited. Yet, beyond the tangible, the living memory persists among those who dwell in the shadow of these mountains. The local communities, guardians of the Alps' secrets, chart these timeless lands with a knowledge born of generations. They have watched and waited, bearing stories passed down like heirlooms, woven with the same threads as the land itself. Their insights form a rich tapestry that guides historians through the labyrinth of time, bolstering the rediscovery with traditions and oral histories that illuminate the landscape with stories. For the local custodians, the glaciers' gifts are touchstones to their own ancestral connections. These revealings prompt emotional ties that bind their past to a broader narrative of shared sacrifice and endurance. To these mountain dwellers, the soldiers are more than historical revelations. They are family, kin of the spirit if not the flesh, whose return invokes a deep sense of continuity with a world touched by war. The local wisdom, stewed in ancient bonds, navigates these rediscoveries with a sensitivity that affirms both the land and its transient guardians. Glacial ice, ever the patient keeper of tales, acts as a temporal freeze frame that preserves moments long past. Beyond the preservation of physical forms, these icy archives contain chronological data that enriches our understanding of the past. Cores extracted from the ice yield insights into environmental conditions the soldiers once faced, offering clues to shifts both atmospheric and terrestrial. This scientific endeavor, intertwined with the lived history of soldiers, bridges humanity's temporal gaps, adding layers of comprehension to this delicate narrative. The challenges of recovery, embedded within the towers of ice and snow, demand efforts both delicate and decisive. As these soldiers emerge from their crystalline sarcophagi, their recovery requires a blend of scientific precision and profound respect. Ethical dilemmas intertwine with logistical hurdles, demanding that these shadowed lives be handled with the gentility due to fellow sojourners. This task requires collaboration, merging local knowledge, scientific expertise, and cultural sensitivity to honor lives enshrouded in snowy grace. Forensic sciences illuminate these frozen fragments, piecing together the silent stories written in bone and fiber. The rigor of analysis coaxes history back to life, transforming fragments into coherent narratives of lives once lived. Through DNA and painstaking reconstruction, voices silenced by time may once again speak, aligning lost identities with the stories whispered by the ice. Their recovered lineage offers closure, grounding communal mourning within personal joy as families find ancestors returned from the shadowed grasp of history's grasp. While each discovery resolves certain mysteries, others deepen, leading us into the complex labyrinth of wartime endings devoid of closure. Here, many soldiers' stories quit their journey without fanfare or farewell, leaving families ensnared in limbo. The glacial pause of time, indifferent to human patience, halted narratives, hiding them within icy embrace until now. The absence, long unchallenged, invites reflection, asking us to consider the eternal interplay of history's enigmas and the patience required to one day resolve them. The world's collective reaction to these revelations bears testament to their universal resonance. This renewed connection to past sacrifices crosses borders, speaking of shared human experiences both solemn and sacred. Across generations, the stories of these soldiers open dialogues about memory, history, and the indomitable human spirit. As the newly revealed engage in global conversations, they transcend mere relics, becoming beacons that guide us toward a deeper understanding of our shared past, with its lessons and legacies. The echoes of these soldiers, newly unearthed, inspire reflections beyond mere historical interest. They demand homage through acts of remembrance, not just for those in the ice, but for all forgotten heroes. Monuments and memorials, crafted with care, stand as sentinels against forgetting, inviting us to remember sacrifices made in silent vigils of stone and ceremony. These monuments anchor memories not in earth, but in our collective consciousness, urging us to embrace the past as an integral part of shaping the future. As soldiers step from their icy threshold, they remind us of the endless mysteries that lie beneath time's frozen veil. They awaken our imagination, whispering of what else may slumber in the Earth's silent chronicles, biding its time until discovery. Their uncovering stirs curiosity, a call to probe the hidden stories that still elude us. In this unveiling, the march of discovery continues, spurred ever onward by the promise of knowledge buried just beyond sight. In this eternal dance between past and present, where glacial whispers transform into the tapestry of today, these soldiers' rebirth reminds us that history is never truly laid to rest. It courses through the silent spaces we inhabit, where the stories of sacrifice, endurance, and timelessness beckon us to understand and remember. As we traverse these icy realms, enriched by history reborn, the call to remembrance and reflection shapes our journey, inviting us into a deeper exploration of our world's frozen frontiers. In the serene, elusive embrace of the Andean peaks, where whispers of ancient winds glide through narrow mountain passes, the frozen remains of a bygone era emerge, shrouded in mystery and steeped in spiritual significance. The story of the ice mummies of the Andes unfolds not as a mere tale of archaeological wonder, but as a poetic narrative of a civilization intimately woven with the cosmos. The Incas, who found themselves cradled in the majestic arms of mountains they revered and feared in equal measure. Beneath layers of snow and stone lie secrets preserved through centuries, offering us a glimpse into the past, a profound connection that humbles the modern soul. It speaks to a time when ritual sacrifices were acts of cosmic alignment, a sacred exchange between the earthly and the divine known as Capacocha. In this profoundly spiritual ritual, chosen children, their spirits untarnished and their souls pure, were offered as bearers of prayers, gifts to the mountain gods tasked with keeping nature's balance. With their quiet rest atop the peaks, they became eternal intermediaries, their presence a bridge between realms of existence. One such child, known to the world as the Serene Maze Maiden, slumbers still in that pristine cold. Her discovery caught the attention of many. Draped in elaborate textiles of vibrant hues, with hair braided in ceremonial fashion, she reflects an age-long devotion to nurturing an exchange with the divine forces encompassing daily life. Artifacts encasing her tomb are not mere objects, but tell stories of celebration and sacrifice, echoing the sophisticated spirituality of her people and their intricate bond with nature. In these high-altitude tombs, surrounded by tranquil lakes of snow and towering granite, the secrets of ancient rituals unfold quietly within the icy constraints, revealing messages inscribed upon the very fibers accompanying the deceased. The Incas' sacred dialogues with their gods were artfully expressed through the meticulous placement of offerings, precious gleaming metals, elegant fabrics, vibrant coca leaves, each a token imbued with symbolism, speaking to higher aspirations and divine creativity. The chilling embrace of the Andes holds these mummies like sacred vessels, time capsules that traverse millennia, bound by the thread of the Inca's cosmic vision. They remind us of a culture where altitudinous altars became thresholds for ceremonies of intentions, where earth and sky met through human ingenuity, and the mountain stood as a guardian, a silent sentinel in a narrative of reciprocity. In the heart of this cold sanctum, where nature preserves and spirits linger, the timeless ritual of child sacrifice is revealed as an honor, a gateway through which the Incas perceived continued life. It was a dialogue, a communion with living forces, acknowledging the mountain gods as active participants in the preservation of life's harmony. To the people of the Inca, such children, now mummified, lay not as victims, but as cherished connections bridging transient humanity and unfathomable divinity. This profound relationship with the environment, enshrined in prayers and pleas uttered over centuries, materializes through the artifacts found, frozen in time and preserved in tender repose. They convey an ethereal dialogue between human and higher realms of belief, narratives interwoven in the midst of climatic duress that beg for a thorough understanding today. The sanctity of these frozen emissaries, enfolded in nature's chill embrace, reveals an understanding of existence rooted in interdependent connections, a resonance cast beyond the mortal domain. Within layers of frost, their articulation awaits, a compelling recreation of social structures vanished yet remarkably present, echoing through the mists that conceal them still. Science, ever curious and respectful, approaches these revered relics with both humility and intrigue, coaxing stories hidden beneath skin and textile. Through the lens of modern technology, tales carved in bones and strands of hair unfold, offering insight into worlds once unthought. Advanced methods peeled away the mysterious drapery of time, analyzing residues left by ancient lifestyles and meddling in depths of forgotten sophisticated ecology. Thus the narrative begins to surface, like an eternal page turning within a clandestine tome, where sacred acts once conducted at these altitudes were meant to convey worship, trust, and negotiation. In these isolated summits, the boundless Andean quiet nurtures hidden elements that channel not only tales of life and afterlife, but bear enlightenment ripe for modern reflection and resurrection. Mountains, in this narrative, are not silent bystanders. They are involved stewards, holding sentient zeal implicit in divine landscapes. As targets of deep veneration, they rise out of mere observance to become potent symbols of continuity, where sacrificial tributes inspired awe through daily venerations, offering guardianship beyond the mundane. The icy chambers cradling these mummies hold monumental earthly wisdom, revealing the human propensity for expressing reverence through celestial mimicry, a dance with the heavens cosseted by natural Arctic penance. Within their depths, dialogue spans internal perceptions, traversing spaces where simpler minds find grounding. This transcendental symphony hums eternally above mechanistic contemplation, inviting humanity, in its current embodiment, into a sphere of ancient respect expanded into realms waiting cosmic rediscovery. The gentle unveiling allows us to partake again in this sacred contemplative relationship with nature, articulating the mystique of existence within the prose of reality beyond simple perception. Their unveiling composes a soliloquy, voiced anew through centuries-old silence, whispering of life's perpetual motion. We glimpse a transformed application, woven within oral tapestries housing manifold mysteries, which, once decoded, possess the grace to heed uncertain journeys, exploring spiritual footings beneath tempered earthly stewardships. In this way, the hope for reciprocation among beings, alike in temporal journey, yet timeless in connectivity, is fostered, where spirit melds with analysis to illuminate a promising engagement across realms once veiled. The ice mummies reawaken not only scientific curiosity, but cultural reverence. Through them, a lineage whispers, one of sacrifice, meaning, and an enduring echo between heaven and earth. In the quiet heart of Antarctica, beneath the weight of eternal ice, lies a world seldom touched by the warmth of the sun. This enigmatic realm, where silence reigns and the vast solitude prevails, has long been shrouded in mystery. It is a place where secrets are embedded in ancient glaciers, whispers of a time lost to the ages. Yet, beneath this icy veil, a hidden life flourishes, waiting with quiet patience to be discovered. Here, in subglacial lakes like Lake Willans, a journey unfolds, revealing tales of resilience and adaptation amid the hushed depths. The vastness of Antarctic ice harbors lakes that have been isolated for millions of years, challenging our conventional understanding of life and ecosystems. These submerged worlds, untouched by time, hold within them clues to the resilience of life in environments starkly different from our own. With careful precision, scientists bored into Lake Willans, revealing a hall of mysteries hidden from the surface world. It is within these isolated waters that microbial life clings to existence, posing profound questions about the boundaries of biology. The discovery of these ecosystems marks a significant turning point in our comprehension of life on Earth. Hidden within the dark, isolation of these waters are unique microbial communities thriving without the guiding light of the sun. Their existence defies what was once thought possible, illuminating a landscape governed by secrets long kept from human eyes. These resilient life forms harness chemical energy from geological processes, suggesting that where there is energy, life can persist. This revelation prompts us to reevaluate the limits of biology, stirring curiosity about the persistence of life not only here, but perhaps even beyond our celestial home. Buried beneath 800 meters of ice, Lake Willans operates within isolation, overturning assumptions about life being dependent on sunlight. When the veils of ice were pierced, water samples revealed a world teeming with active microbial communities. This insight sheds light on the potential for life in similarly icy worlds within our solar system, such as Jupiter's enigmatic moon, Europa, or Saturn's luminous Enceladus. The microbial tapestry woven within Lake Willans reflects an ecological nuance that reshapes our understanding of where and how life might flourish in environments we once deemed inhospitable. It is here, among these ice-cradled beings, that our thoughts drift, contemplating the possibilities of life thriving on distant frozen worlds. As we journey deeper, we come to Lake Vostok, Earth's largest subglacial lake, majestically sealed beneath 4 kilometers of East Antarctic ice. This immense reservoir has been isolated for eons, offering a natural stage for the continuation of evolution unmarred by surface influences. The scientific community casts a hopeful gaze upon this lake, for within its depths lies the closest terrestrial environment resembling habitats that might exist beyond Earth. Here, in Lake Vostok's cold embrace, preliminary studies offer glimpses of diverse bacterial and diatom communities. They whisper tales of adaptation and survival, breathing life into the shadows of our understanding. Yet, probing into Lake Vostok is fraught with challenges, both technical and ethical. Concerns of contaminating this untouched world tread heavily, but the allure of what lies beneath is undeniable. The textures of these microbial communities suggest an evolution tuned to extremes, reflecting life's unyielding capacity to endure, evolve, and thrive despite adversities. Each being within this ancient lake expands our comprehension of extremophils while forging new paths in astrobiology. Within their icy realms, we confront tantalizing possibilities that similar conditions might harbor life on extraterrestrial worlds, waiting to be found by those bold enough to seek them out. Drifting further still, our thoughts find Lake Ellsworth, concealed beneath 3.4 kilometers of ice, a mystery yet to reveal its truths. Unlike its counterparts, Lake Ellsworth has not yet provided us with definitive evidence of life. It stands as a silent puzzle, an enigma withholding its depths from humankind's curious eyes. British scientists embarked bravely on an ambitious expedition, only to be met with technical difficulties that halted their advance. Yet, hope remains vibrant, encouraging future endeavors to tap into this untouched sanctuary. Its parallels to potential alien habitats motivate persistent exploration, as explorers dream of the day when samples can be obtained without contamination, revealing raw insights and connecting them to the stories of the Earth we know and the cosmos we imagine. Amidst these reflections, we turn our gaze towards the microorganisms that endure as survivors of the deep freeze. Their existence within the eternal isolation underscores life's ingenuity in adaptation. These denizens of subglacial lakes serve as a living record of resilience, their intricate adaptations speaking of evolution's patience and versatility. As they linger in the seclusion of ice, these ancient beings offer us an unparalleled glimpse into evolutionary processes stretching across millennia. They reflect the resilience ingrained within life itself, whispering to us about genetic adaptability, pushing us to ponder the mechanics of life's persistence despite a constantly changing world. Life within these shadowed confines unveils pathways marked not by the sun, but by geochemical processes. Here, metabolic flexibility becomes a guide as these microorganisms wield their biological crafts to thrive in a realm devoid of sunlight. This novel approach to survival encourages us to dream of life's adaptability even in the farthest reaches, where harsh conditions echo the chilling isolation of these subglacial lakes. Studying these metabolic pathways reveals a kind of alchemy, transforming stark environments into fertile grounds for possibility. It is a poetic reminder of life's robustness, beckoning us to contemplate existence in places where the light never reaches. Casting our thoughts into the cosmos, the implications for life beyond Earth resonate with a clear and direct profundity. These subglacial lakes expand the parameters we once held, altering the trajectories that guide our search for life beyond our planet. Their sunless isolation and thriving extremophils evoke echoes of celestial bodies like Europa, suggesting the kind of life processes that may arise in their icy waters. These findings ignite speculation, transforming these frozen realms into natural analogues for extraterrestrial exploration. As knowledge of these submerged worlds grows, it charts a course for discovery beyond Earth's bounds. The survival of life in such inhospitable conditions elevates our hopes for finding life thriving on other icy bodies within our solar system. Terrestrial discoveries made in these subglacial enclaves become the cornerstones of our search, highlighting the potential for life in environments defined by their isolation and seclusion. Reaching these sequestered ecosystems requires innovative strides in technology, sparking advances in drilling techniques born of necessity. The beauty of clean access drilling systems lies in their ability to obtain clear samples without tainting this pristine environment. Overcoming engineering challenges, scientists have crafted pathways that echo the methodologies we might one day use to probe icy worlds elsewhere in the solar system. Through the delicate dance of innovation, the mysteries of these ice-cloaked sanctuaries reveal themselves, guiding us towards understanding regions once deemed inaccessible. The pursuit of these hidden worlds invites an ethical debate, weighing the prospects of discovery against the price of disruption. Here, the delicate balance between scientific curiosity and environmental responsibility comes into play, as protecting these rare habitats becomes paramount to preserving the integrity of life therein. Yet, amid these considerations, the promise of what we might learn compels us to tread forward, gently advocating for the knowledge that could reshape our comprehension of life on Earth and potentially beyond. These discussions illuminate the complexities of exploration, where the thirst for discovery meets the responsibility to safeguard natural preserves. This reckoning governs future endeavors, calling us to embrace both caution and curiosity as we seek the wonders hidden within, striving to unravel the ancient riddles preserved beneath layers of time and tradition. Through this grand exploration extends humanity's eternal quest, reaching towards understanding Earth's hidden marvels within the quiet, unnoticed parts of our world. Each lake, each isolated community of life compels us to redefine our appreciation for the planet's concealed wonders, a shared journey of exploration that resonates with all those who gaze both to the heavens and the depths for answers. In these uncharted terrains, we touch the very essence of mystery itself, pliantly considering our place within the grand narrative of life. Emboldened by such discovery, the challenges posed by this hidden realm drive us to conceive innovative solutions. This pursuit, undertaken with equal parts ingenuity and patience, echoes the legacy of explorers who have gone before, seeking to comprehend the peculiarities and complexities of the universe. Within these icy realms, a tapestry weaves itself, linking our understanding of Earth to our ambition for broader cosmic voyages, guiding us beyond the horizons of what we know into the infinite spectrums of what we can only imagine. Ultimately, the exploration of subglacial lakes reveals the broader spectrum of life's potential. These discoveries fuel a yearning to expand our worldview, capturing the spirit of human endeavor as it stretches outwards, seeking to uncover the secrets nestled within the endless expanse. This grand tale of Earth's final explored frontiers, blending seamlessly amidst icy echoes and whispered possibilities, symbolizes the heart of our quest to belong, to discover, and ultimately to understand the wonders inscribed on the tapestry of existence. In the serene and untamed expanse of the Siberian wilderness, where the icy grip of time holds the Earth captive, a remarkable discovery emerged. Beneath the unyielding ice of Yakutia, lying dormant for over 40,000 years, the frozen remains of a woolly rhinoceros calf came to light. Named Sasha by those who uncovered its secrets, this ancient creature, perfectly preserved with its horns still intact, whispers of a world long lost to the annals of time. Unveiling its hidden story, it captivates imaginations and draws scientists and seekers alike into a journey through the echoes of a prehistoric past. Glimpsing into the epochs that cradled the woolly rhinoceros is to capture a fleeting vision of the Pleistocene world, a time when the Earth was an ever-shifting canvas shaped by the ebb and flow of glaciers. This era, often heralded as the Ice Age, was a testament to nature's enduring resilience, a realm shared with mammoths, saber-toothed cats, and colossal sloths. In this dance of extremes, creatures adapted to the harsh embrace of ice and scarcity, their existence woven into the tapestry of a vibrant, albeit cold, ecosystem. Sasha, an illuminated soul within this frozen realm, embodies the spirit of survival, inviting us to traverse the timeless corridors of history. The cold embrace of permafrost, a guardian of ancient secrets, cradled Sasha for millennia. This layer of earth, steadfast in its icy vigil, preserved the calf in a remarkable state. Its fur, soft tissues, and intricate anatomical features offer an unprecedented opportunity for modern science to delve into the mysteries of the past. Unearthing such specimens, scientists carefully embark on a delicate journey. Through meticulous thawing and gentle examination, they coax stories from the frozen artifact, employing advanced imaging technologies that unveil the creature's physical condition and the chronicles of the environment it once inhabited. The genetic tapestry woven within Sasha holds profound secrets, a trove of information chronicling its adaptation to the icy domains. Modern science seeks to unravel this ancient DNA, shedding light on the genetic nuances that bestowed resilience upon the woolly rhinoceros. Such endeavors transcend mere scientific curiosity. They bring us to the threshold of de-extinction and genetic resurrection. Here lies both wonder and ethical contemplation as humankind ponders the implications of reviving species whose time has long passed. Yet, Sasha's role transcends solitary existence. It stands as a keystone in the mosaic of its ecosystem. As a herbivore, its presence sustained a delicate balance, processing lush grasses and primal vegetation. Its grazing shaped the landscape, promoting a vibrant interplay of life forms amidst the Pleistocene steppe. By studying Sasha, we embark on a quest to reconstruct these rich ecosystems, seeking to grasp the intricate dance of species interdependence. Such revelations shed light on the cascade of changes that accompanied the glacial retreat, offering clues to the past and guidance for modern ecological preservation. As the last ice age waned, the Earth underwent profound transformations. Glaciers receded, revealing new terrains and challenging the existence of megafauna like the woolly rhinoceros. These creatures faced an exodus, driven by the inexorable advance of change and the appearance of human beings who shared the ancient stage. In examining Sasha's frozen form, we find not only the memory of what was lost, but also lessons for the world today. A narrative of adaptation and survival, mirroring our own challenges in the face of a changing climate. The chronicles of early humans weave seamlessly into Sasha's story, revealing a harmonious yet complex relationship. These ancient people revered the woolly rhinoceros, while also relying on its presence for survival. Through cave paintings and archaeological artifacts, their legacy endures, portraying a bond that illuminates their understanding of the natural world. Exploring this connection unveils the depth of human adaptation and the sophisticated strategies employed by our ancestors to navigate their vibrant, albeit precarious, universe. Ancient art, chronicling the majesty of the woolly rhinoceros, stands as a timeless testament to human ingenuity and perception. These delicate portrayals in caves and on stone resonate with a respect that continues to echo through the ages. By examining these ancient works alongside Sasha's remains, we catch a glimpse of the cultural tapestry woven by early artists. They capture a delicate interplay between humanity and the monumental forces of nature, expressing an understanding that transcends time. Sasha's unwavering anatomy offers a detailed portrait of the physical form that roamed the ice-clad plains. The calf's horn, firmly rooted in time, whispers of its practical purposes: grazing amidst frost, foraging for sustenance, and defending against the trials of daily existence. Its sturdy legs and unique teeth speak of a life lived in harmony with harsh environments. These anatomical features guide scientists toward understanding the broader question of evolution, uncovering the survival strategies that have persevered across epochs. As modern rhinos roam regions far removed from when their woolly ancestors once thrived, comparative studies bind past and present. Sasha's tale enriches our understanding of the evolutionary pathways that have molded life throughout the ages. Scientists explore genetic commonalities, structural consistencies, and the process of adaptation that has shaped these creatures. This bridge between eras highlights the continuity of life, revealing the hidden links between Sasha's kind and the struggles faced by their distant relatives today. Yet within Sasha's story lies a challenge: the ethical quandary presented by de-extinction. As our scientific frontiers expand, we confront the possibility of resurrecting species once thought forever lost. This dream, tantalizing yet fraught with moral implications, invites discourse about humanity's stewardship of our planet and the balance between scientific advancement and ecological integrity. Sasha's frozen visage offers not just secrets of the past, but a profound prompting for responsibility and reflection. Embedded within the terrain Sasha once roamed are fragments of an ancient habitat, rich with life. Science takes cues from the calf's remains, piecing together a landscape both alien and familiar. Through pollen, soil, and resilient anatomy, researchers reconstruct scenes of old, coaxing whispers of climatic conditions and biological richness from the past. This endeavor aligns with the essence of storytelling, as Sasha's narrative guides us through the sweeping vistas of a bygone epoch, traversing a world filled with grandeur and survival. Sasha's memory, carefully curated by time, holds valuable insights for our contemporary efforts to conserve life. The lessons of the Pleistocene, immortalized in its bones, serve as a beacon guiding humanity's efforts to protect the biodiversity that matures around us. As we draw parallels between ancient extinctions and present-day environmental challenges, Sasha offers hope and caution. Ancient trials inspire proactive measures, urging us to sustain the delicate equilibrium within nature's embrace. Beyond the realm of science, Sasha's tale invites spiritual introspection, a meditation on transience and existence. These frozen marvels of time echo the interconnected nature of life, nudging us toward contemplations that transcend the corporeal. Emerging from Earth's icy depths, Sasha becomes a symbol, a metaphoric guide prompting deeper understanding of our place within the broader circle of life. As we engage with Sasha's story, we embrace the challenge of fostering empathy, deepening our grasp of nature's delicate choreography. At the heart of Sasha's narrative is an invitation to reflect upon the continuum of life, inviting us to access wisdom shaped by the stark beauty of the Pleistocene. It asks of us to tread lightly upon this world, cultivating a balance between past insights and future possibilities. Within its ancient form lies the call for philosophical curiosity and ecological stewardship. Its ancient cry reverberates, urging us to grasp the marvels of our shared existence and to carry forth a commitment to sustain Earth's myriad wonders. Through Sasha's timeless presence, we wander reverently amid the ruins of history, dreaming with courage of the life yet to come. in the vast, silent expanses of Siberia, where the icy winds have danced for eons, a tale of dormant life whispers from beneath the frosty ground. Here, amidst the eternal embrace of the permafrost, lies a world locked away in time, a world where ancient secrets await the gentle touch of discovery. It is within this frozen embrace that the seeds of Silene stenophila, slumbering for 30 millennia, lay hidden, their vitality preserved by the industriousness of Arctic squirrels. These small creatures, unaware of their role in the grand tapestry of life, had buried treasures that would, many centuries later, become a bridge to ages past. In 2007, a group of Russian scientists embarked on a journey to unearth this frozen past. They traversed the icy plains, uncovering the squirrel burrows that nature had so meticulously sealed. These burrows, nature's own time capsules, held within them a promise of life. It was as if the very earth had conspired to preserve these botanical relics, safeguarding them through the passage of time. As the cold enveloped these seeds, they remained untouched by the ravages of time, a testament to the wonders of natural preservation. The revival of these Ice Age plants was not merely a scientific endeavor. It was an odyssey through time, a journey of curiosity and reverence. The scientists, guided by a deep-seated quest for knowledge, embarked on the challenge to awaken these seeds from their eons-long dormancy. This endeavor defied the constraints of time and opened a window into an era when the world was a vast wilderness dominated by prehistoric flora and fauna. Understanding the science behind seed dormancy unlocked the secrets of this remarkable revival. Seed dormancy stands as one of nature's most ingenious strategies, allowing life to withstand the harshest of climates by pausing its growth until conditions are ripe for rebirth. Such dormancy involves complex biochemical and physiological adaptations, a delicate dance with time that ensures life's persistence, even in the face of seemingly insurmountable odds. In the controlled environment of modern labs, scientists carefully recreated the ancient conditions necessary to coax these seeds back to life, providing us with a profound glimpse into ecosystems long vanished. The successful germination of Silene stenophila marked a groundbreaking moment in botanical history. From a seed ensconced in frost emerged a living entity, a direct descendant of Earth's distant past and the oldest known living plant resurrected from such dormancy. This quiet reanimation challenged and expanded our understanding of life's resilience, as this plant, once thought consigned to history, unfurled its leaves in a modern world. As the Silene stenophila stretched towards the light, it embodied tenacity and adaptability, reminding us of life's indomitable spirit. This botanical marvel invites contemplation of life's cyclical nature, an endless intertwining of birth, death, and rebirth that traverses the ages. In its ancient genes, Silene stenophila carries the legacy of a world shaped by time's tender hand, offering scientists invaluable insights into the evolutionary pathways that have guided life's unfolding narrative. Through genetic analysis, these seeds divulge stories from the mists of time, revealing the interplay between environment and evolution. By comparing the DNA of these revitalized plants to their modern counterparts, researchers unravel a tapestry of mutative influences and adaptive responses. Here lies evidence of life's dynamic vigor, of how species adapt and persevere in the face of climatic upheavals. The ancestral wisdom housed in these seeds also offers hope for modern agriculture. In an era beset by rapid climate change, understanding how ancient plants adapted to environmental shifts can illuminate paths to greater resilience. Silene stenophila, with its storied genetic blueprint, may inspire innovative strategies in crop development, influencing enhancements in morphology, environmental tolerance, and resource efficiency. It is in this ancient wisdom that we find guidance for navigating the ecological tribulations of the present and future. The seeds connect us to a lineage of adaptation, instructing us in the ways of resilience as we encounter new challenges. By threading together past insights and future innovation, humanity might learn to cultivate a sustainable symbiosis with nature. Beyond the tangible, the revival of these plants elicits philosophical musings on existence, time, and the continuity of life. They beg existential questions about progression and adaptation, challenging the human perception of time as a linear construct. Through their quiet emergence, these plants call us to reevaluate our understanding of life's permanence and the profound resilience coded within nature's quiet symphony. Yet, as we revive life from the depths of time, ethical considerations arise. Each step towards resurrecting ancient life forms necessitates a careful balancing of scientific curiosity with ecological responsibility. Thus, scientists strive for harmony between innovation and conservation, ensuring that the reanimation of these relics respects both past untold stories and future unfolding ones. The narrative of recovering these long-dormant seeds calls to mind the romanticism of exploration, merging the spirit of adventure with the pursuit of knowledge. It is a journey through time's icy corridors, wherein the echoes of a frozen history reverberate with awe and wonder. The Silene Stenophylla embodies a poetic unraveling, a journey that fuses history, science, and heritage into a tapestry of discovery. The Ice Age, a chapter in Earth's geological history filled with climatic extremities and evolutionary innovations, crafted the conditions in which these seeds first thrived. Their survival amidst this icy epoch tells tales of resilience in the face of adversity, highlighting the symbiotic relationships that defined ancient ecologies. This era's ecological tapestry offers valuable benchmarks, informing today's efforts to conserve biodiversity and build resilient ecosystems. Permafrost, the protector of these ancient seeds, functions as one of nature's time capsules, preserving the pristine biological archives of the Ice Age. These frozen vaults, threatened by contemporary warming, are invaluable to our understanding of Earth's ancient biospheres. As we scramble to conserve what remains, we are reminded of the pressing need to protect these repositories for the knowledge and insights they harbor. Through examining these seeds, we also glean lessons of endurance. Their ability to withstand Ice Age extremes speaks to the potential strategies that can be harnessed to address current environmental challenges. The resilience inherent in these plants provides a blueprint for confronting the uncertainty of our changing world, offering strategies that blend age-old wisdom with modern ingenuity. Our ability to revive these seeds is anchored by advanced preservation techniques, a testament to the evolving interface between technology and nature. Such methods enable scientists to bridge the past and present, nurturing ancient life into contemporary flourishing while expanding the boundaries of knowledge about life's persistence. The revival of the Silene Stenophylla invigorates evolutionary biology, providing new insights into species adaptability across millennia. The evolutionary nuances inscribed within these seeds serve as touchstones for future research into ecological and genetic adaptation in response to environmental shifts, enriching our scientific endeavors with temporal insights. Comparative studies of Ice Age and modern flora illuminate the gradual emergence and adaptation that have marked nature's journey across epochs. From these interactions, we gather knowledge that informs conservation and agricultural innovation, reinforcing sustainability while embracing the biodiversity that stitches together life's enduring mosaic. In unraveling the genetic diversity within these seeds, we glimpse the blueprints for adaptation and resilience across climatic shifts. Such discoveries underscore the significance of genetic variation, informing efforts to predict plant responses to ongoing climate challenges, thus further equipping scientists to devise innovative solutions. Remarkably, these seeds' preservation and revival illustrate the unseen forces that govern existence, painting a portrait of nature's intricate balance. Their tale challenges our perception of time and existence, illuminating the interwoven narratives of life that span epochs, all the while offering profound lessons in endurance and harmony. By harnessing the ancient wisdom stored in these seeds, we unlock pathways that intertwine biotechnology with environmental stewardship. As the insights of past adaptation inform contemporary strategies, we straddle the threshold of history and future, forever guided by the wisdom buried in Earth's living archives. The reanimation of Ice Age plants creates a bridge across temporal divides, standing as a reminder of life's unbroken lineage. These efforts echo the interconnectedness of existence, respecting time's tapestry and Earth's precious legacy, while fostering responsible stewardship of our planet's rich biological resources. In this realm, the convergence of art and science captures the essence of discovery's poetry. The revival process, as much an art as it is a discipline, transforms scientific data into a narrative that resonates with ethereal beauty. Artists and scientists unite, interpreting the wonder of nature's secrets and inviting public awe and understanding. Above all, the revival of these ancient flora beckons cultural reflection, awakening a reverence for the interconnected threads binding humanity to nature's fabric. These seeds rekindle respect for ancestral knowledge, encouraging a return to nature's dialogues, emphasizing an enduring relationship that transcends generations. In unveiling the mysteries of Ice Age seeds, we weave a greater ecological awareness, reinforcing the interconnectedness of life that spans time and space. Their story inspires conservation efforts, an urgent call to engage with Earth's resources responsibly. Such insights advocate for an ecological consciousness attuned to nature's rhythms. In essence, these resurrected plants embody Earth's collective memory, each seed a bookmark in our planet's living narrative. They reach beyond temporal constraints, illustrating the pathways carved by life's continuity. As the sands of time slip through nature's hands, these seeds urge humanity to protect this profound tapestry against the encroaching silence of change. And so, as the chapter on reviving Ice Age flora draws to a close, these seeds remain emblems of humanity's venture into the sacred intersections of time, existence, and wisdom. Their revival enriches our understanding of life's enduring dance, offering a window to ecological connectivity and sparking innovation nurtured by history. As we stand on this threshold, we lean into the whispers of a timeless conversation, where life's resilience forever unfolds. In the silent echoes of Alaska's vast ice fields, the earth whispers stories of ancient peoples long past. The retreating glaciers, formidable custodians of time, reveal artifacts which challenge our very understanding of history. These tools, emerging from beneath layers of ice, stand as silent witnesses to civilizations that thrived against nature's harshest hand. Each discovery illuminates survival, innovation, and the relentless human spirit that endured against an unforgiving world. As the glaciers continue to yield their secrets, there is a narrative unfolding, one that connects us to the people who once walked this land. These artifacts, some thousands of years old, are not mere objects but a dialogue through time. Crafted from stone, bone, and materials wise to their environment, they are markers of cultural ingenuity, narrating stories of knowledge exchange and societal introspection. In their silent delivery, these tools echo the interconnected threads of shared human experience, patiently waiting for us to listen. The finds are more profound than simple relics of curiosity. Encased in ice, preserved through ages, these artifacts touch on the essence of human endurance. The tools speak of intimate human understanding, reflecting knowledge of the land and the fundamentals of survival in climates punishing yet bountiful. Each tool and weapon unearthed compels us to reevaluate timelines, to ponder migratory narratives, and, in doing so, challenges our constructs of ancient human dispersal. This landscape, where each footfall could uncover a relic of the distant past, invites an unhurried exploration of human history's winding path. Hunters and hikers, traversing these icy expanses, often make the serendipitous discovery of these ancient echoes. As tools surface, scholars busily piece together traces of collective life, recreating vivid tableaux of societies long vanished. The objects speak of trade, of exchange over hostile terrains, and they do so quietly, with a dignity earned over centuries. The art and craft evident in these implements encourage admiration. Were these artifacts merely tools or prisms of artistry and culture? The hands that shaped them knew their materials intimately, discerned the subtleties in stone and bone, and created not just tools of survival, but statements of identity and evolution. In examining these objects, we enter a conversation whispered over millennia, where function meets the poetry of resourcefulness. The notion that these tools predate known settlement patterns opens uncharted avenues of inquiry. Could they signify a story beyond the Bering Land Bridge, an alternative path led by the ancients across ice and earth? As new chronologies suggest, perhaps untold migratory events lay imprinted deep beneath this frozen blanket. In understanding these dynamics, we celebrate human adaptability, a testament worn into each artifact and the spirit of those who wielded them against nature's odds. Encountering these rediscovered tools guides us to consider the breadth of human ingenuity. Obstacles of climate and geography dissolve in the face of human tenacity. By merging these revelations with the rhythm of known history, we draw parallels between ancient resilience and our own struggles in an ever-evolving world. The tools, both legendary and simple, are lessons in fortitude and hope. Among the echoes, we find an ethical tapestry woven deeply into the archaeological fabric. These discoveries aren't merely scientific, they are cultural legacies, belonging to the descendants whose ancestors once crafted them with care. We tread lightly when uncovering these relics, seeking dialogue with indigenous knowledge holders who give life back to silent tools, infusing them with the melody of cultural story and spiritual grounding. In these partnerships, archaeology dances with diplomacy, ensuring discoveries respect ancestral narratives and contemporary voices interlink. Through collaboration, we advocate for responsible uncovering and a shared respect for history held in frozen grip. By embracing this holistic approach, the reddish warmth of ancient fires joins hands with today's realm, curating a shared past and vibrant future. The ice, a natural archivist, holds in suspension stories untold. Despite the relentless hands of time, the cold has preserved what warmth would take. Fibers of clothing, wooden hafts, and remnants of everyday life rise into the sunlight anew. They speak of daily existence, of lives wrapped in seasons, aligning with the unbroken cycles of nature's clock. Preservation efforts must consider the fragility of these finds as they transition from the frozen sanctuary to today's air. Science and conservation coax the timeless into dialogue with technology, ensuring their stories remain vivid for generations who will one day gaze upon these artifacts in awe. The glacial halls, though receding, forge connections, strumming the strings of shared history under our vigilant watch. Symbolic traces in these tools whisper of spirituality interwoven with function. Adornments and designs speak softly of realms beyond the visible, perhaps acting as talismans in ceremonial life, or links in the weave of cosmology, where the earth and spiritual plane embrace. The objects are doors to realms where practical human endeavor merges with the tapestry of myth. Understanding the spiritual significance nestled within these finds extends across disciplines, pulling insights from archaeology, anthropology, and ethnography. They are clues to a richer narrative, one where the fabric of daily life and the divine are tightly interwoven, offering exploration of our existence beyond the material world. Not only glaciers, but permafrost further unfolds nature's frozen cache as global temperatures hasten their thaw. This process reveals more of the ancient past, opening windows into environments once thought sealed. Permafrost, an archive of ancestral echoes, offers artifacts and insights, painting a quilt in ice-stored knowledge and ecological data. As humanity confronts climatic shifts, understanding our ancestors' adaptive tales can inspire new resilience strategies. In public forums, these ancient relics find broader roots through education and exhibition. Museums serve as conduits, connecting modern observers with the past. In spaces of learning, stories are told in new lights. Interactive displays transform cold relics into vibrant narratives, enriching the tapestry of human experience. Technological advancements herald new pathways into the past, enhancing archaeological prowess with tools like radar, remote sensing, and isotope analysis. These glowing beams reveal patterns not obvious to the unaided eye. They become bridges across time, their clarity sharpening the intent of discovery, ensuring these ancient utterances remain vibrant voices for the future. Yet, as climate change propels the relentless thaw, a new urgency arises. The melt, irreversible, demands vigorous stewardship of these silent treasures. Reflection on our ancestors' persistence inspires current resilience strategies, advocating for harmonized socio-environmental shifts. These artifacts are elemental reminders, enriching our understanding of a world connected through time. The oral traditions held by indigenous peoples often find resonance with these archaeological finds, solidifying their narratives with tangible proof. Stories interwoven through centuries now stand enriched by the glacial revelations, wedding's oral memory with scholarly inquiry in a shared tapestry of understanding. This interconnected journey broadens further as ice-bound discoveries echo global tales from Europe's Alps to Siberia's snow-lit wildernesses. Each discovery adds another thread to the global fabric of human fortitude. Through these shared narratives, a deeper comprehension of universal adaptations and triumphs emerges, interlacing cultural threads into one magnificent weave. As glaciers continue their retreat, the promise of new discoveries stirs the soul. With each tool or relic unveiled, fresh perspectives arise, urging us to listen closely to whispers carried on icy breezes. The narrative, still in its unfolding, invites not only scholars, but all of humanity to participate in an ever-growing dialogue, a testament not only to our past, but to the collective journey that unites us all beneath the vast, star-laden sky. Hidden under layers of vast, pristine ice lie curious metallic spheres that seem enshrined in a realm of frozen mystery. Shrouded in the icy embrace, these enigmas captivate the imaginations of scientists and adventurers alike, sparking debates about their origins and potential implications. Are these spheres remnants of an ancient technology? Could they be fragments carried from the heavens, falling from the vastness of the cosmos? Or perhaps, are they mere aberrations shaped by natural phenomena? As climate change recedes the veil of ice inch by inch, each glacier reluctantly releases its secrets, offering clues to unravel this enigma. The allure of these spheres is undeniable, drawing researchers eager to peer into their secrets and pry open possibilities. Initially dismissed by skeptics as geological anomalies or mere curiosities, these objects have found renewed interest as insights unveil their unexpected compositions. With each discovery, humanity places a new piece in the cosmic puzzle, each step presenting both tantalizing questions and potential insights into the broader mysteries of our universe. Explorers venture across Earth's polar regions, embarking on journeys through icy expanses that echo the exploits of an age of discovery long past. These remote and unyieldingly cold frontiers house the untouched past of our planet. Within these isolated depths, the peculiar metal spheres quietly await discovery by the intrepid few who dare to seek them out, testing their fortitude against harsh environments that preserve more than time-worn secrets. Nestled amid Antarctica's glacial expanse or resting beneath Greenland's frozen blanket, the spheres call for the world's attention. In these barrens, their very presence serves as a silent testament to the vast unknowns lying just beneath the surface of ice and time. The explorations of today are not without historical precedents. Recorded chronicles and travelogues penned by adventurous explorers of the past tell tales of strange, inexplicable objects unearthed from the frozen earth. These writings, rich with intrigue, often fade into obscurity, only to be resurrected by modern-day scholars poring over dusty archives. These historical accounts offer tantalizing hints of humanity's long-standing fascination with the hidden mysteries lying beyond familiar shores, entombed in ice and memory. Today's scientists, standing on the shoulders of such explorers from yesteryear, use cutting-edge technology to analyze these spheres, unraveling their physical composition and contemplating their origins. Advanced methodologies probe the elemental makeup of these objects, revealing unexpected alloys, some with properties yet to be fully understood. Such analyses reignite discussions of provenance as scientists delve into metallurgical matrices that hint at otherworldly origins. Diverse theories abound among academic circles and the realm of fringe science regarding the sphere's origins. Some posit natural earthly processes responsible for their formation, perhaps products of millennia-spanning geologic phenomena. They may have been shaped through unique interactions of temperature, pressure, and mineral deposits within Earth's crust. Others envision an interplay with the universe on a grander scale, entertaining the possibility of celestial lineage. Perhaps these objects are cosmic wayfarers, meteorites that perforated Earth's atmosphere long ago, only to find temporary residence beneath layers of ice. The tension between earthly formation and cosmic origins embodies the essence of scientific exploration. Each viewpoint, whether grounded in tangible phenomena or cosmic incidents, offers a rich tapestry of possibility. By engaging with these theories, researchers expand their horizon, gazing at the universe as an architect and overlooking the symphony of processes shaping our world and beyond. The hypothesis of these spheres descending from celestial origins captures the imagination with stories of evolutionary journeys. Meteorites, celestial messengers from the cosmos, arrive not just as fragments of distant worlds, but as narrative threads woven into Earth's history. The spheres, theorized as cosmic travelers, bring elegance to the universal dialogues that paint the serene vistas of glacial expanses. They embody the intersections between our planet and the vast cosmos, arriving as poetic symbols of our deep connection. Each discovery nurtures that connection, inviting humanity to engage in cosmic dialogues that traverse the boundaries of time and space. Such connections hint at the untold stories waiting to unfold, urging us to explore the spaces where Earth melds into the cosmic expanse. Amid the speculation surrounding interstellar origins, scientific explanation investigates plausible geological processes. Nature, with all its unsolvable riddles, possesses ways to surprise even the most seasoned explorer. Geologists propose that particular environmental conditions could create these spheres, possibly through volcanic activity or rare mineral reactions, or as the culmination of unique geological events. And yet, while such natural explanations offer compelling narratives, they underscore the grandeur of Earth's dynamic capacity to foster wonders. The meticulous examination through metallurgy yields insights into the sphere's unique compositions. Some alloys discovered within these objects don't align with typical naturally occurring materials or known man-made compositions. This distinctive nature raises intriguing, albeit skeptical, questions concerning their origins. The convergence of advanced materials science creates opportunities for innovative experimentation. With each advance in understanding, scholars demystify these enigmatic objects, elucidating not merely their components, but their potential creation pathways. As technology matures, the secrets of these spheres beckon like a siren's call, their mysteries unraveling one discovery at a time. Beyond the scientific, these spheres exert their elusive charisma in domains of culture and myth. Throughout human civilization, mysterious orbs have inspired fables and tales, handed down through generations as symbols of cosmic connection or otherworldly powers. Such myths enrich the discussion, providing alternative perspectives that outshine pure curiosity. Embedded truths lie within cultural mythos, bridging times and spaces, drawing upon humanity's ancient quest for answers within their sprawling narratives. As humanity peaks over the precipice of potential discoveries, it becomes an endeavor of balancing scientific curiosity with environmental stewardship. The ice guarding these spheres faces unrelenting change due to shifting climates, facilitating access to the mysteries within while threatening the fragile integrity of these clues. Exploring these objects responsibly, ensuring that scientific curiosity doesn't come at the cost of these environments' preservation, invites an ethical dialogue seeking equilibrium between advancement and respect for nature's delicate ecosystems. The philosophical resonance of the spheres touches upon ideals that challenge established ideologies. As enduring symbols of beauty and intrigue, they encourage deeper reflection on existence, cosmic order, and humanity's intricate placement among the stars. They provoke thought beyond empirical understanding, engaging in dialogues between scientific and spiritual perspectives, inciting us to ponder themes that transcend the empirically accessible. These mystical spheres, paradoxically prominent yet reticent, provide muses for art and literature. Artists and writers draw upon these enigmatic discoveries, unveiling broader narratives that challenge perceptions of reality and universal secrets. They embody paradoxical elements, their simplicity belying hidden depths, inviting avenues for imaginative exploration where the boundaries of scientific possibilities blur. Navigating the expanse of the unknown, we embrace scientific inquiry amidst mysteries that challenge every paradigmatic niche within which humankind places itself. The spheres symbolize a pursuit of knowledge spanning divine curiosity, reminding us of the limitations within our understanding of reality, and the breathtaking tableau of that which lies beyond our grasp. Should these spheres truly hail from celestial realms, as some evidence suggests, they represent elongated connections reaching across the universe. The hypothesis postulates celestial dialogue interwoven with Earth's myriad narratives, drawing links between events painted across the heavens, connecting stories penned in starlight and shadow. Explorations seek out this possibility, pressing beyond Earth's boundaries, inviting narratives of planetary formation and cosmic symphony. Each melting ice form nudging forward hidden travelers may yet uncover cosmic secrets, eagerly waiting to be divulged from worlds beyond our own. Thus, treating these curious spheres as both scientific phenomena and symbols of speculative wonder drives us deeper into the landscape of inquiry. Each treatise examining these orbs extends reality, illustrating our proximity to the unexplored mysteries defining the universe. As the cycle of knowledge evolves from mystery to revelation, these metallic spheres invite retrospective examination. Each encounter represents a form of ephemeral alchemy, extracting significance amidst unknown boundaries. This transformative shift marks the progression from unexplained wonders to meaningful comprehension, proposing reality as a dance between mystery and understanding. Each discovery etching creation's rhythms into the grand mural of existence. The convergence of science poses as both harbinger and catalyst, unlocking secrets enclosed within these metallic orbs. Sophisticated methods, from electron microscopy to mass spectrometry, crack open the fragments' tales of time and space. It's a dance of innovation and insight that challenges ignorance, transforming opaque enigmas into vivid comprehension. These spheres, potentially descending from vast cosmic acoustics, transcend objects of earthly or cosmic origin. Engaging with them becomes a dialogue, where exploration merges with awareness, a projection of future progress that promises enlightenment through understanding. Amid the stillness of contemplation, reflections form as whispered echoes from cosmic realms into ours. The spheres become conduits of enlightenment, urging explorers to accept that the act of questioning defines the human experience as much as the answers sought. As we contemplate our role within these cosmic stories, each new revelation inspires other questions, tempering desires to apprehend the universe within broader cosmic intersections. As humans continue pondering these exquisite spheres, the path ahead shimmers with potential revelations. Within their icy custody lies not merely melodies of curiosity, but unfolding elements of cosmic and earthly journey, simultaneously awakening within us a spirit unbound by shadows of uncertainty. Into this chorus of exploration enter voices trained by the rhythms of what is known and what remains beyond our reach. Each secret yielded from the ice propels us forward, enlightening possibilities that promise new narratives as investigations deepen. This exploration, while revealing, underscores the necessity for sustainable inquiry, preserving wisdom within Earth's legacy for shared human prosperity. The multidimensional character of these inquiries begets mathematical ciphers, revealing encounters that bridge scientific proportion with spatial wonder, transforming persistent unknowns into vibrant curiosity. Referencing truth, both seen and unseen, the spheres embody humanity's quest for enlightenment, drawing chains of knowledge that follow the cosmic ribbon, leading beyond the fabric binding time and imagination. From beneath the ice emerges a profound story, an epic tapestry woven from celestial veils akin to humanity's journey across cosmic interfaces. Embracing uncounted mysteries, we remember our place within the theater of research, not only in the lone pursuit, but the ever-expanding frontier of interstellar expressions, illuminating profound tapestries embossed across cosmic expanses, reaching into the realm of the infinite. In the silent embrace of the vast glaciers, Earth's history sleeps, a testament to eons of evolution, destruction, and rebirth. These ice-bound fortresses hold time capsules more poignant and profound than the mind can fathom. As explorers on the brink of a new horizon, we stand with eyes wide open, peering into the translucent secret that ice so jealously guards. Inside, prehistoric creatures and lost languages are cradled alongside narratives of pandemics and archaisms the technology has long buried beneath its relentless march. The opportunities such discoveries present not only deepen our understanding of humanity's past, but also remind us of our enduring fragility. Beneath the stout and solemn guardianship of the ice, where the relentless passage of time is but a whisper against ages, lies a treasure trove of knowledge. In these frozen stretches, preserved bodies of mammoths and woolly rhinoceroses hint at a biosphere rich with life, preserved perfectly by the cold's unyielding embrace. These discoveries tantalize with the prospects of clone resurrection, offering a dance on the edge of science and science fiction that stirs deep ethical debates. Each unearthing from the ice is a portal back to epochs untouched by human dominance, a symphony of life stopped suddenly and preserved, both a marvel and a meditation. Hidden in the ice lurk not only the remnants of dormant giants, but also the long, sleeping menaces of ancient pathogens. We have seen bacterial and viral specters that threaten to cross the thresholds of biological time, their DNA a haunting reminder of the pandemics that brought human time to a standstill. These microbial archives, suspended in permafrost, carry messages from the past about survival, resistance, and the intrinsic dance between life and illness. As scientists awaken these dormant threats to study them, we tread a delicate balance between heartfelt curiosity and the ominous warning they represent. The ice holds within its crystalline grasp other secrets, guarding questions and answers locked in their geological layers. Deep within lie ancient atmospheres, memories of Earth's past climates glimpsed through gas pockets and dust caught mid-descent through eons. To venture into these depths is to explore a living history, caught and captured in time, each fragment of air a memory frozen under layers of snow, a testimony to the planet's ever-shifting breath. The ice core records tell tales of environmental shifts and cosmic wonders, urging humanity to learn the Earth's rhythms in the symphony of survival that all living things inevitably perform. But not all that the ice harbors is elemental. In its depths also lie testaments to human tenacity. Hidden beneath blankets of white are relics, tools, stories, and remnants of vanished ways of life. These icy tombs reveal both mundane artifacts and exquisite objects, lost languages and forgotten beliefs, woven into the mystery of tribes and explorers who sought solace or sport within these steely bounds. As glaciers retreat, they restore context to the narratives of how our ancestors lived, expressed creativity, and nurtured resilience in lands unforgiving and wild. The cycle of life mirrors itself in the ice's clutch, preserving not only lives lived, but also the essence of ways of thinking. Layers of past civilizations' great strides in engineering and science emerge, representing wisdom contained and preserved for reasons we can only speculate. These relics invite us to pause and reflect, acknowledging that not all knowledge is new, and that much remains to be understood in the genius of those who came before us. As each piece is lifted free of its frozen tomb, we glimpse the indefatigable essence of curiosity and the ancient whispers of profound thoughts once dreamed under distant stars. Yet the ice holds more than artifacts. It possesses a broader, more ethereal wisdom. The whispers of spirits inhabit this icy crypt, touching upon the sublime, reaching out from worlds where myth and reality blur. The rhythms of old songs and rituals, preserved not in papyrus, but in shadows cast in ice, offer new understandings of ancient minds pondering the vastness of both earth and soul. They await interpreters with hearts open enough to embrace the circumstantial magic enfolded in every melting drop. Moreover, celestial connections are enshrined within this elemental tapestry, engendering constellations frozen into existence by time itself. As explorers, we lend ear to these astral echoes, interpreting meteorites and cosmic dust that lie scattered beneath melted glaciers. The universe's whispers, carried from times and places when our solar neighbors' dance touched ours, make us consider our place in the cosmos, a fragile perch in a vast, unknowable expanse. Flowing into these secrets is the very essence of alchemy, the ancient quest for transformation grounded in the musings of past intellectuals lodged unfathomably deep within the continuum of being. The impulses behind such pursuits, captured in these frozen theaters, invite us to become one with the pursuit of the ethereal within the real, dancing with science and spirit in unison. In this somber cradle, the simplicity of nature marries the complexity of what it means to be human. From the tools our ancestors fashioned to the seeds accidentally stored for millennia within nature's own time capsule, every find insists upon acknowledgement of connectivity across catastrophe and cataclysm. Patterns emerge in recurring chords that echo through the melting frost, each revealing life that once thrived under sunlit skies, long darkened by the advent of time. What remains unsaid amid the secrets already revealed is the most intriguing mystery of all. With each revelation, we earn another brush of insight that lodges deep in the consciousness, shadowing contemporary minds as we decipher the significance of what these past worlds offer. For glacial secrets are more than the historical dust blankets. They act as intuitive unravelings, fusing what was with what is, and suggesting possibilities for what might yet be. These frozen worlds, landscapes carved through the telltale movements of ancient glaciers, offer a communion with the divine and mysterious. Each exposed artifact builds our understanding and elevates us. Witnessing civilizations rise and fall within nature's own journal asks us to imagine lives lived and lost amid the frigid embrace, echoing both hollowness and fulfillment in their spectral serenity. In questing further than the mere visual, the ice suggests dialogues forgotten civilizations, half seen and half heard, whose stories were frozen alongside them. Each sleepless creature, each whispered gesture of an indecipherable dialect teaches us that moments might pause, but humanity forever presses onward, thawing its way through time with song and innovation. Lingering melodies of forgotten origin and sound rise once more, granting us harmony in the tragic decomposition of earthly time. Sound travels like warmth through cold air, traversing distances far beyond words, savored beneath sheets where ancestors lay to rest, married within rhythms of resilience and hope. As beings captivated by time's embrace, we too are integral characters in stages laced with time's histories. The tuning of technology, both past and present, encapsulates the perpetual pursuit of brilliance and beauty, magnifying technology that arose amid primitive instincts, reclaimed amid captivity's broader freedom. With the final liquid flourish of light bestowing its parting grace, time itself seeps into the chronicles etched by Earth's indomitable chill, cushioning impressions left with delicate fingers and gentle footsteps scattered through the white silence. It is here, amidst solemn shadows and beguiling refrains, where we glimpse humanity's most essential trait, adaptation chiseled against the unforgiving cadence of persistence, with humanity desperately craving connection amid the temporal tides. At this chapter's end, one questions even now what remains unfound, what tales lie yet unvoiced beneath these veils of white. The grand question of what might still emerge from the chilly depths tugs at the imagination, binding intellect and spirit in an eternal embrace. The icy guards, sage and silent, hold within them the private harmonies of eternity, playing upon the silent witness of frozen time. As we await the unveiling, let us lend our ears to their symphony, for within this dance of cold and quiet, the exquisite secret of the ice lives, sleeps, and perhaps dreams, its breath as weightless as the flurries that adorn its glacial throne.